on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we have one team into the World Cup final.
Started with that draw. We were there. They've only gotten better since.
That's the end here in Dallas. Spain, for the second time in their history, will play in the FIFA World Cup final.
The Spanish masterclass. Total control, efficient, effective, and too much quality on the day as a team. This is a Spanish team that will be a force in the final and reminded everybody that they are the European champions and they're ready for New York.
2-0 Spain over France in the first of the two semifinals. Tomorrow it'll be England and Argentina. Spain putting on an absolute masterclass today to get to the World Cup final, taking out a team in France that most people thought was destined to get back again to the finals, a place that they had been frequently over the last few rolls through this tournament, but not to be. And Spain will now have a chance to win their first title since 2010. When they came away the champions. And the last few times, it has not necessarily been pretty for them. They didn't get out of group stage in 2014 after winning that championship. They were bounced in the round of 16 in the last two tournaments. That was when it was just 16 teams. So essentially, they had not won a knockout stage game since that run in 2010. But now they have gotten back to the final, and J-Dub, just a tremendous, tremendous performance by the Spanish national team.
Yeah, I mean, when we think of France, guys, we think of very spectacular individual goals. I mean, Kylian Mbappe might as well have been the best player on the planet the last 8-10 years. Just incredible individual quality. France didn't get their first shot on goal today until the 81st minute. Spain has given up one goal. In this entire World Cup. One goal in this entire World Cup. And the number of shots on goals teams get against them. And it's just the quality of that. I mean, it started with FC Barcelona when Messi played there in the early 2000s, 2006, 7, 8, those years. The tiki-taka style has just carried forward. And the possession game that they play, keeping the ball, the quick, decisive passing, the one moment that, you know, the youngster, the 19-year-old's birthday yesterday, is 18, turned 19 yesterday, Yamil Yamal, he's the one that got the penalty kick that started the scoring. He might be the one individual you look on that team that is a world-class individual, but that team, all 11 guys dragging ball in that field, just put on, like DK said, masterclass in defense. Just can't be more impressed with Spain's connectivity and how well they play as a unit. We're talking about all the superstars, all the Erling Haalands, the Messis, the Mbappes of the world, but it's really this Spanish side that's given up only one goal in this entire World Cup that makes it to the finals, and they're going to probably be the heavy favorite going in. They're just playing great football right now.
And the big thing about that is you mentioned about the history with the Spanish style, going back to Messi with Barcelona. There's also Cristiano Ronaldo played over with Real Madrid, so there's a lot of that rivalry. But the biggest thing about this run, DK, that I think gets kind of overlooked is that Unai Simon, who is the goaltender for Spain, has finally showed out and become that star that the Spanish Federation was hoping he would become. He was the primary goalkeeper for them in Qatar 4 years ago, and really, in essence, had played in all four of those games, but really seemed to have a little bit of a struggle in his first real chance to be the main goalkeeper for Spain in that World Cup. This year, this is absolutely what they were hoping they would see from him. He had 3 very strong saves against a France squad that had multiple guys that coming into this World Cup were going to be in competition for the Golden Boot conversation. Mbappe obviously had an amazing talent to score this World Cup so far. They had a lot of other guys that could do it as well, and he seemingly shut down every single shot, did not leave rebounds, did not leave there a lot of scrums, and was willing to put himself in the danger zones in a couple of those saves. And Simon is doing the thing that Spain needs him to do to win there, because the last time that Spain won it all, we can think about all the great scorers and all the great drivers that they had in that team. The one guy that always came to my mind, and a guy who played alongside Cristiano at Real Madrid, is Iker Casillas. He was the goalkeeper for Spain in the 2010 World Cup when they won it all. Iker was probably the best, if not the greatest goaltender for about 8 years or so. Now they have that guy again in net. That's what's leaving them up to this opportunity to potentially win their second World Cup. As Jada mentioned, they've only given up 1 goal the entire World Cup to this point. So needless to say, they have the defense to win. They just need to get lucky on a couple offensive chances, and they took advantage of that against the France.
And real quick,
today.
this is not an outlier. Spain came in, DK, as the best defensive team in the world. They did, as you heard there in the outro for the win over France today, they are the European champions. So you hear about, France, you hear about Germany, we all know about the Netherlands and all these great countries, but Spain is this current iterations champion of Europe, and it's based completely on their defense. Back in the days when they won their last World Cup, again, they only gave up 2 goals in that run as well. It was really guys like Andres Iniesta and those really flashy midfielders who did most of the damage for Spain. This year's rendition, outside of Yamal, it doesn't seem like they're really even looking to put too much pressure in the box. Really happy just to kind of bide their time and look for that really surefire opportunities. And when they've got it, guys, 2 shots on goal today. Mm-hmm. 2 goals. 2 shots on goal today, 2 goals. It doesn't really take much more than that. And as I said, 81st minute was France's first shot on goal in the entire match. And as Dragon Ball said, there were a couple shots late, but nothing really dangerous outside of when the goalkeeper came way outside of his line. Right, when there was that dangerous fast break opportunity that they had, he got a little bit scrambled and got out, and the 2 defenders went and protected the goal, but nothing came of that. It was just a masterclass from Spain on the defensive side.
Well, actually, France, interesting enough, ended up with more shots on goal than Spain in this game. They ended up with 3. Spain only had 2, and they made them both. Well, they made one of the 2 because the other one was a penalty kick. But yeah, ended up with 3 shots. Did France, and Spain won the possession battle in this game today. France was trying to become just the 3rd team in history to go to 3 straight finals. They had won it in 2018. They were the runner-up to Argentina last time around in 2022, so they come short of that. Can you name one of the other 2 teams that had been to 3 straight finals?
Got to be Brazil.
Brazil is correct. 1994, 1998, and 2002.
Probably Germany would be my other guess.
You are correctly incorrect because it would be back in the day of West Germany.
Yeah.
West Germany in 1982, 1986, and 1990. I don't know what year. What year was the split, or the not the split?
What year did the Berlin Wall come down?
Yeah,
89.
89. Okay, so there you go. So they must have played that one more year as a independent side country before the 2 sides came together and became one of the best sides in the world for sure. Unfortunately, though, not in this tournament. Germany not getting as far as most people had thought that they would in this tournament right here. All right, so 1 game left to play in the semifinals, and again, that will be tomorrow, and Argentina will take on England.
No bad blood there. There's nobody burning flags or anything right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Not to mention Argentina fans are really hoping for at least something happy to come out of this World Cup because going back home, there's not a whole lot left to go. Again, that's economics discussion, but they definitely need something to be happy about right now in Argentina.
Well, their economics would be better if they had control of all the islands around their country. Let's put it that way.
That'll be down at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta tomorrow. Again, a noon kickoff, so we're going early on all of these games.
It's good,
now.
though. I mean, with the heat wave we've got across America right now, I just think it's better to have early games so they have, the full allotment of energy as
that's
it gets
inside, so
later.
That game doesn't matter. But like today's game was inside, too.
Well, it was indoors today, but let's all come to an understanding that today a miracle occurred in that somebody told Jerry Jones to cover the windows at high noon at the stadium there in Dallas. It was the first time I can think of that a mid-afternoon game did not have a sun glare going through that stadium because of the windows that face the sun there in Dallas.
FIFA can finally get things done in Dallas that apparently the NFL can't get done.
But that being said, seeing that France lost, being a team wearing blue and white in Dallas Stadium, I'm certainly doesn't come as a shock to anybody.
Sad Timothée Chalamet.
There you go.
He was there with his kid,
was
with his
he?
French kid on.
Yep.
Oh, well, too bad. Can't win them all. Your other team.
Right?
already
Don't you have
won a
enough
title.
titles in the last couple months,
Yeah,
Timothée?
exactly, right?
There's so many children crying that they were showing in the stands after
Is he
every
born
Spanish
in
goal.
France, or is he just French?
I mean,
descent?
Chalamet with
Chalamet
an
sounds
E-T,
a
my
lot.
friend, is a very, very French.
Yeah, that sounds about as French as you could possibly
No, he
get.
speaks French fluently, yeah.
Oh, does?
He is definitely he's not from France, he's from New York City. That's why he's a Knicks fan.
Yeah.
But yes, very French. His family is very
Very,
French.
deep, very deep French roots.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. If you want to get in on the program, you can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the first semifinal today between Spain and France. Spain 2-0 on top to advance to the final of the World Cup. Again, that will be on Sunday, East Rutherford, New Jersey, Giants Stadium, or they call it New Jersey Stadium, whatever they North. Do they have to specify? Is it North Jersey Stadium? Because there's North and South in Jersey. My people are down on the south side of the state, but they'll wait to find out who they're going to play, Argentina and England, tomorrow. Home run derby last night. Pretty exciting. I didn't get to see any of it because, to be quite frank, I knew as soon as they put it behind a paywall, I would definitely stop watching. We have Netflix. My wife, so it's one of these things. My wife watches Netflix. I don't usually watch anything on Netflix. And then if I do watch something on Netflix, it's because I'm watching it with her. So she usually puts it on. So I really don't have any idea. Like, if I'm not at home and it doesn't automatically come up for me, like, I don't know what her code is. So I tried, like, Dragon Ball was here yesterday. I tried to pull it up in the last couple segments of the show so we could watch it, and I couldn't even get it. I didn't know what the login was. So
We've had Netflix for 20 whenever they launched it.
20
So if
years
you ever need
it's been around?
It's been a minute. It's been 16 years, I would say, if I had to guess.
Yeah, back when it was just a DVD delivery
Yeah,
system.
it started out as mailing DVDs to your house. That was what Netflix started out as.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that part, the mailing of the DVDs to the house. So I didn't get a chance to really watch any of it, but I heard it was fabulously dramatic, and Jordan Walker was the winner. So we'll get into that coming up a little bit later. The young star for the St. Louis Cardinals beating the two hometown guys. I guess Bryce didn't get that far.
Nope,
from
Bryce
what I
did not
heard.
get to the second round.
No, but Kyle Schwarber did get to the final, and it took a valiant effort from Jordan Walker to beat Kyle Schwarber in his home park. All-Star game tonight, so we've gone straight from soccer coverage. Now they've got the pregame show going on for the All-Star game in Philadelphia. We'll get into that a little bit as well. A couple of Diamondbacks will be playing tonight. Eduardo Rodriguez making his first All-Star appearance. Corbin Carroll also back in the All-Star game for the Diamondbacks. Who you got tonight in that? American League or National League? 520-848-1290. The Major League Baseball draft was this past weekend. Several Wildcats got drafted. Dragon Ball talked about it in his update on yesterday. Owen Kramkowski heard his name called. Colin McKinney, who actually had transferred to Houston, but also heard his name called. So does he go in now as a Cougar? Does he go in as a Wildcat?
What's his stats
I don't
as a
think
Cougar?
he never played for the Cougars.
Then he goes in as a
So
Wildcat.
right, with hopes he goes in to the major. I hope they recognize him because, sometimes they're funny about that over at the U of A. They don't always recognize the transfers, the kids that transfer out in terms of whether or not they are theirs or not, even though they may have played significant time here at the University of Arizona. So we'll have to find out if Colin McKinney ever makes it to the big leagues, if there's fanfare for that. Also, locally, on the high school level, Francisco Rivero from Canyon Del Oro High School was also drafted this past weekend. Second-day draftee, 15th round by the Washington Nationals, and then usually that's one of those areas where you think, well, am I gonna go to the professional ball, or am I going to go to college? He was a recruit for the University of Arizona, and he's made a decision that he is going to pursue his career professionally and bypass college. So he'll go in as a 15th round pick and get started on pro ball. Francisco Rivero is in studio. He is going to join us next. DK on the Sports Tip, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Cricket is also here. She's got a cricket, pick it with cricket coming up later. We already know who she picked for the All-Star game tonight. So we'll have to get her pick on tomorrow's soccer game, since we should have actually done that yesterday. I forgot the game was at noon. So instead I gave her the baseball game. I could have held that for today, but we'll get her pick on the Argentina-England game coming up a little bit later. Pick it with cricket, and we'll get her quote for the day. Right now, she's getting you home every 20 minutes on the fives with your traffic and your weather.
From the Cruz and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Collisions reported Pima and Swan and Pima. Earlier crash there. Some slowing at the intersection, mostly southbound on Swan at Pima. Kolb and Valencia and Kolb, and also backups for travel that's headed southbound on Campbell at Fort Lowell due to road work. There is a chance of some monsoon action this afternoon into the evening. 79 the low, 98 our high tomorrow with a 25% chance of rain, and 99 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and
This
weather.
report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals locally and globally. More at bankofamerica.com/gamechangers. That's bankofamerica.com/gamechangers.
Around Tucson, you've probably seen Cruz on the road across our community. Because Cruz isn't just another law firm, we care about this community. And when one of our own is injured in an accident, we can help. Call 520-567-8000. Cruz and Associates, a firm you know, help you can trust.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Are you planning a home renovation? Getting quotes on windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, or flooring? Before you commit, visit the Window Depot and make sure you're not overpaying. The Window Depot is your one-stop shop for top quality products at the lowest prices. We're locally owned and operated with no installers and no middlemen, so you save big. Perfect for DIYers, contractors, and homeowners. Visit a location near you or shop online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HIM to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HIM to 215-215. That's HIM to 215-215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Paid for by Adaptive Health.
Good evening, ma'am. We're the Goodfellas AC Rapid Response Team, here for the overnight install of your new AC unit.
Great. Come in. We're so excited for a sleepover.
Oh, well, we're actually putting you and your family up in a hotel for the night. We work while you sleep.
Oh.
Okay, who's ready for a movie night? Popcorn or s'mores?
You know, that sounds pretty good. No, it doesn't.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. Providing overnight installs so you don't miss work or leisure time with your family. GoodfellasAC.com.
Jump for joy at Jumping Choya.
Tucson's largest trampoline park at Stone Avenue and River Road. Soar on wall-to-wall trampolines, test your dodgeball skills, or tackle our exciting ninja course and zipline. We've got tons of new thrills, like the awesome iWall interactive video game, our massive 3-level soft play structure, and more. Looking to keep the kiddos busy through the end of summer? We offer weekly camps through the end of July for ages 5 to 12. Ask about our Family Pack Jump Ticket, which offers big savings packed with family fun. Visit jumpchoya.com today or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Jumping Choya, where Tucson comes to play.
And this Friday, we've got a sweet deal for you from Jumping Choya Trampoline Park. You can get 2 hours of jump time for just $13, originally $26. And this sweet deal will go on sale this Friday morning at 8:30 at WildcatsRadio1290.com. DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right. Major League Baseball All-Star Game tonight in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Maybe, just maybe, in about 5 to 10 years, we might see this next young man playing in a Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Pleased to be joined in studio by Francisco Rivero from Canyon del Oro High School, drafted this past week in the Major League Baseball draft by the Washington Nationals in the 15th round. His dad also joins us here, Francisco Sr., and younger brother Carlo is also in studio with us as well. Francisco, appreciate you taking some time to join us. I would imagine this has been a whirlwind last week for you. So what's the lead up to the Major League Baseball draft for a youngster that I know a couple years ago we had a chance to talk with the young man, Crisantes, down at Nogales, who was going through this same process. But what was the build-up like for you this last week? Were teams calling you? Were you talking to different teams? How does that all work?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. And it was mainly my agents. My agents were getting all the calls. I was just focused on the baseball side, going to private workouts and working out for the teams, and just doing the baseball part of it. And my agent was just worried about, or not worried, focused on the calls and stuff. And he was just letting me know the offers.
So you mentioned, obviously, so you were having conversations with him daily. What was he telling you?
He was just telling me where I could be projected, what rounds I was projected in, what teams are looking for what, and what teams are interested.
And how many teams did he say he was getting contacts from?
There was about 9 teams.
9?
Yes.
Okay. Outstanding. Did you have a feeling? Did you have any inkling what way you thought that might fall for you?
Not really, but there was a point during the draft where they said there was a possibility of going in other rounds, earlier rounds, and then it didn't happen. And we get to the 12th round, and I was like, oof, it's getting kind of hard. It's already the 12th. There's 20 rounds. And then I got a call from my agent in the 14th round, and he said, hey, man, the Nationals want to take you in the 15th if you're up for it. I was like, all right, let's do it.
Francisco Rivero joining us. He is the 15th round draft pick for the Washington Nationals. So obviously, that's one of those rounds because they've drastically dialed down the draft. It used to be 50 rounds back in the day. Now I think it's 20.
Yeah,
I think is the total right now. So that's the kind of area where a lot of kids who have this opportunity or still can have the opportunity to go to college have a decision to make. You made your decision relatively quickly that professional ball was going to be the place for you. What went into that? Why did you make that decision so quickly that you just want to start playing professionally and get yourself on that track right away?
Well, my professional career was about to start even earlier than my 18-year-old age right now. I was in Venezuela. I was supposed to sign internationally with the Dodgers. There was a problem with MLB that some rules that we didn't follow that we didn't know about. We try to fight it off. We had lawyers, and it just didn't happen. It wasn't meant for me. So I came back over here, and our goals, my parents and mine, were all right, let's go. You gotta pick it up, and we gotta go to the draft here in the States. And it's harder than over there international. So I just grind every day and just focus on that one goal. At first, it was just trying to find a D1 offer, like going to school. My parents are really big in school. So after we got that, we were focused on the draft now, and that's when my agents got involved in all that.
So I'm going to bring Dad in now, Francisco Rivero Sr. So, Dad, walk me through kind of the process of, what you guys were trying to accomplish by trying to get Junior into the international phase versus going through the Major League draft.
Well, first of all, thank you for having us here. It's a pleasure. It was based on what we thought on the beginning is what does the draft look like? I'm from Venezuela, born and raised in Venezuela, and I came from Venezuela as a ball player. Came here, do some college and stuff, and what I have noticed is the number of players, right? Like, okay, you're looking for 600 players. Most likely they're going from college players as a priority. And I told Francisco, I said, listen, I think the path over here is different than over there, and we need to go to school. We gotta grind and then work hard and develop so we can have an opportunity to jump back in track, which was the main goal since we discovered that he has a little bit of talent.
So how soon did you see that from him as a kid?
I don't know. He was special. He was special since he was little. He used to, just play on the backyard. He used to do just, those little things that you say, wow, how he can do that, right? He got a little bit of magic. When he was little, he used to play on the middle of the infield. He was a shortstop, and he used to show a lot of good instincts and IQ, the way he was handled the game, even though that he was small, like he was never the biggest kid on the team. He was always had the gamer mentality, like I said, the instinct, the killer instinct. And that's when I was like, you know what? He might have a chance.
Francisco Rivero, Sr., Jr., Carlo Rivero joining us in studio today. So your dad spoke about your Venezuelan background. So, I mean, so many tremendous players have come out of Venezuela. Were those your idols growing up, Francisco?
A little bit, yeah. My dad always tried to bring me into that culture, into that Venezuelan culture, and understand the ball players that are coming out of Venezuela. And one of my uncles, actually, two of my uncles came out of Venezuela. They played in the majors. One played 5 years. He played with the Mariners, played with Nationals, and played with...
Wait, one of your uncles?
Yes.
Played in the big leagues?
Yes.
Who was that?
Carlos Rivero.
Carlos Rivero, okay.
Yes. And he played with the D-backs, and then he went back to Venezuela and played the Venezuelan league down there. And my other uncle played with Brewers, and then he went to the Braves, and then the A's. That's Manuel Pena.
That's insane. You've got two family members that have already played in the big league ball, so you have something to look at in terms of the path of how to get that. Now, you mentioned you did go down. So were you actually at the academy for a little while, and what was that experience like?
Correct. Yeah, I was down there for 3 years, actually.
Okay, so what was that experience like playing in that environment?
It was different, man. I mean, I came from finishing middle school. I mean, I was with 13, 14-year-old kids playing baseball, enjoying. And then I would go down there. I was facing pitchers that were 17, 18 years old.
Wow.
Throwing 90 miles an hour, 92 miles an hour. And I had to adjust and grow up really quick. Over there, the game is very different. Over there, it's not just a game to have fun. It's a job. It's everybody's hungry to play. Like, it's their position. They're not going to let it go easily.
It's like we talk about in international soccer. We've been kind of following the World Cup, and it's like, and we have a lot of the international students that come over to the United States because it is so much about, competing at a higher level internationally than sometimes it is here in the United States. Francisco Sr., so was he staying with family? Y'all still have family down there?
Yeah, we still have family over there. We were lucky that my mom's still alive. So, I mean, instead of him to have the experience staying on the academy like everybody else, he was staying with my mom and my sisters and all my family in Venezuela. which it makes him an easy transition because he was having love every day. A lot of those kids, they're the only opportunity to get out of the country and have a better life. So a lot of those kids, the way the academies work, parents got to drop them off, and literally they just leave baseball every day right at the academy.
I'm interested, Francisco. How did they treat you? Because sometimes, you're obviously born here, grew up here. How did they treat you? You have a Venezuelan background, but did they see you as an American coming into their situation?
Well, thankfully, like my dad, the academy, the owner was one of my dad's closest friends growing up, played baseball. And they literally treated me, the people that were in charge of the house treated me like I was one of their own kids. Gave me that love. My agent that was over there in Venezuela, he gave me that love as well. Like, he always tried to push me to my limits and, like, tell me that I'm the best. And when I first got there, like, the kids over there were, like, a little different. Like, obviously they knew that I was coming from the United States, so they would call me, like, the gringo and all these little words. So, and my Spanish obviously wasn't as fast and fluent as theirs. So it took a while for me to adjust to that language. And once I did, like, I feel like they accepted me for who I was.
Now, I want to ask, obviously, a horrible situation recently down in Venezuela with the earthquakes. How is everybody down there? Pops.
Thankfully, everybody's good. We are 3 hours away from the area where the earthquake was. So, yeah, we're thanks that nothing happened to our closest. I mean, there was a couple of my cousins, and they were kind of dangerous on the area, but thankfully they're good.
Now, Dad, I'm going to ask you a personal question. How old are you?
I'm 39 years old.
39, okay, because you may be a little bit young. You probably were a little bit, because my uncle played in the big leagues for 13 years, and he also played winter ball, and his favorite destination to play winter ball was down in Caracas. So he played in Caracas for a number of winters. I don't know exactly how many, but he was a very popular player down in Caracas, Venezuela. So popular, and I'm probably sure that you've heard of this one Venezuelan major league player named Bobby Abreu. Well, Bobby Abreu's middle name is Kelly. Bobby Kelly Abreu, because his father, Bobby Abreu's father, loved my uncle when he would come down to play baseball in Caracas in the wintertime. So he gave my name is Bobby Abreu's middle name because of how much his family loved watching my uncle play baseball down there. Explain, Dad, how big that winter culture is down there in Venezuela.
I mean, it's different. A lot of the players from different countries goes over there because the passion, and they call them the Caribbean baseball, right? It's a little bit different because it's like a hot baseball. Like you play with intensity. It's electric. It's just a little bit different than here. They play more with honor, like the love of the jersey and the love from the town. It's just a little bit different, but no, it's amazing. It's just a different game. Players play hard.
The Rivero family joining us in studio. Okay, so who is your favorite player growing up, Francis?
Growing up, it was probably my uncle. I mean, he was kind of the role model of the family and looking up to him.
So how old did you get a chance to actually see him play? Were you old enough to get a chance to see him play in the big leagues?
Yes, sir, I did. When he was down here in Arizona with the D-backs, he would give us tickets, and me and my dad it was just me and him because at the time my brothers weren't born yet. And me and my dad would just take road trips down there and just go watch him play.
What do you remember about those experiences specifically? And I'm sure maybe you were even down in spring training at times. What do you remember about kind of that culture that kind of sparked your love maybe even more to want to follow this path?
I mean, I just remember, like, people wanting to meet him and him, like, giving signatures. And I always thought of, like, wanting to do that one day. And, like, him bringing us down there for spring training and us being around those, like, ball players, like, those famous ball players. I remember when he was with the Mariners down in spring training, I met Robinson Cano and, like, those big names. And I would want to do that someday for my family as well.
Yeah. Francisco Rivero is our guest. He is going to be starting his professional baseball career. What have they told you to this point about, I would imagine you're going to go to the complex. I think they train back in Florida, correct, still?
Yeah.
Washington. So you'll probably go to the complex and spend most of the rest of the summer there?
Yes, sir. I'm going down to Florida. I leave tomorrow, and the signing day will be Sunday.
So you'll leave tomorrow, and you'll get down to the complex. You'll put your name on a professional contract. And then, so do you have any idea what the training is going to be like from starting now till maybe say just the end of into the fall camps and all of that? Do you know what that's going to be like? Well, you're going to get up, you play their games in the afternoon. How will that work?
Honestly, I have no idea, but I know I'm prepared for it. I worked really hard for it, and I'm just ready to go after it.
Francisco Rivero is our guest. We're going to take a break here. We're going to keep the family here for another segment. We'll talk some more about his time playing for Coach Heisey over at CDO and that whole outfit and how that's prepared him, as well as having a chance to come up in that Sunnyside baseball system and what that experience was like as well. Francisco Rivero, Jr., Senior, Carlo Rivero in studio with us. DK on the Sports Tip. Cricket is getting you home every 20 minutes on the fives with your traffic and your weather.
From the Cruz and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. With some slowdowns for travel on Miracle Mile at Flowing Wells, Speedway at Main Avenue, back up southbound Campbell approaching Fort Lowell due to road work. Collisions reported Cove Road south of Valencia, also Pima and Swan. A chance of monsoon action this afternoon into the evening. 79 the overnight low, 98 tomorrow. Chance of rain tomorrow, 99 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
This report is sponsored by Big O Tires, the team you trust. Summer's here, and so are big savings. Now through July 25th, save up to $200 on select Michelin and B.F. Goodrich tires. Plus, save $100 on qualified purchases with your Big O Tires and service credit card. Only at Big O Tires, the team you trust.
In Tucson, a lot of people make their living on construction sites, on the road, or working in warehouses across town. If you're injured at work, you have rights. Call 520-567-8000. Cruz and Associates, a firm you know, help you can trust.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's the Golden Goal Giveaway, all month long at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Winners are drawn Fridays and Sundays, 6 to 8 p.m. every hour to score a goal for their prize. The more you play, the more entries you get. And don't miss the July 31st grand finale, where you'll have a chance at a share of $15,000 in cash and prizes. Only at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun, an enterprise of the Pascua Yaqui tribe.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
First Chiropractic is pleased to announce that Access Health Plans now cover chiropractic care. A referral by your PCP is required. For more information, go to firstchiro.com, the most trusted name in chiropractic care. A proud U of A radio sponsor.
First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
The garage is more than a place to park your car. It holds prized possessions, and for most, it's an entryway to the home. That's why LiftMaster designed the first ever opener with a built-in wide-angle camera and two-way audio so you can see what matters and secure what's inside. Ensure your family and your possessions are secure with a reliable garage door opener that's built to last and powered by MyQ for smartphone control. Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
My gosh, Ted, why are you digging up the yard?
I'm looking for that stupid pipe. The bathroom drain is still clogged.
Shouldn't we call Goodfellas AC and Plumbing? You know, the professionals?
I found the pipe.
Whatever clogs your drains, leave it to the professionals at Goodfellas AC and Plumbing. The choice your family can count on for quick, reliable plumbing service using Permaliner to fix pipes and drains without digging up the yard. Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HIM to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HIM to 215-215. That's HIM to 215-215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Paid for by Adaptive Health.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're back here with Francisco Rivero, Canyon Del Oro High School, 15th round selection by the Washington Nationals. We've also got his younger brother, Carlo, who's joining us in studio now. Carlo, you just sitting here taking all of this in. What's this week been like for you, watching your big brother get drafted into professional baseball?
I mean, it's been really crazy for me and just for our family. I mean, we're just really grateful. I mean, me and my dad were in Florida, and I had a showcase for PG. So, I mean, we're going back and forth for just Francisco. I mean, there's a lot of calls involved. And then we were in the airport 15, 20 minutes before our flight. And we get the call. He finally gets signed by the Washington Nationals, and I was really close to crying, but I kept it in. I was just really excited. So yeah.
What has he meant to your career, to your young career? You're about the biggest seventh grader I think I've ever seen. How tall are you? Let's start there. How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
6 foot. How many? And what do you weigh?
I'm 180.
6 foot 180 in seventh grade. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, what is your big brother meant to your career?
I mean, he's just been a really good role model for me and my little brother. I mean, he's always been there for me ever since if I'm sad, he's always been there for me, and he always makes me laugh. I mean, he always just does things that not a lot of normal brothers do. I mean, he's just a one of a kind. I mean, so yeah. He's really cool.
Give me, Francisco, we're probably still a few years away. We're about, maybe 4 years away, but 5 years away from his draft class. So we're looking at maybe 2031, possibly 2031. What round do you think your little brother will go in?
I think if he keeps working the way he's working, I believe truly deep down that he's going to be a first rounder.
Wow. So we might be looking at the next phenom here from Southern Arizona. Right over there.
Yes, sir.
What's the best thing about his game? I don't think he said he catches. You're a catcher, right?
Yes, sir.
He doesn't catch. You catch, Carlo, or no?
No. I used to be a catcher.
Okay. You're the smart one here. Not playing catcher. What do you like about his game? What's the best thing about his game?
He has a lot of attributes that he brings to the game. He has the IQ that I have in the game. He understands what he's doing when he's in shortstop. He understands the hitters, what motions the hitters are doing. His hitting, he understands when for example, if he hits a foul ball and he misses, he knows what he did and what he has to adjust. He knows how to adjust very quickly, and overall, he has really good stamina. He could go play shortstop, and then all of a sudden, you need him to pitch, he comes to pitch, and he gets you out of the side. He's really good at that, and I think that's going to take him really far.
So then dad and brother, they were off doing their thing in Florida, so they weren't with you when you got the call. So who was with you, and who celebrated that moment with you?
My mom was with me. My grandparents were with me. My godparents drove from Texas to be with me. I had some family and friends that were there as well. just supporting me.
All right, let's shout out Mom. Let's give her flowers. What has she done for you to put you in this position?
She's done so much. She's like my support, my loving support. Like if I'm sad or something and I'm feeling something, like I know I'll go to her and she'll give me that comfort that I need. She's always there when we're done hitting or done practicing. She gives me the food. She gives me that meal. She helps me do my laundry, and she's just like that person that I know that could be there for me when I need it.
There you go. Always gotta say great things about Mom. Now, you obviously played over at CDO for the Dorados, Coach Heisey's program, which is one of the toughest programs in this city. What did you take away from that environment?
I think I took more as a person. He always taught me that it's not always what you do in the field, but mostly what you do out of the field. You always got to protect your character. He always taught me like a culture. You have to have a culture if you want to be in baseball. He always taught me that I have to work hard and I have to keep that going on. He's the type of person that he's just like my dad. He's tough. He's ruthless, and I think that's why I really liked Heisey as my coach, because I was already used to that culture, and he just kept giving me that culture.
Now, I know you guys didn't win state this year. Y'all didn't win it last year, did you?
No, we lost
you missed out. I think it was 2023, I believe, was the last team that won the state championship. So you was disappointment in that's a team that's known for winning state, that you guys got close a couple times and couldn't get that done?
It was disappointing. I mean, I think we had the team to do it last year and we didn't, and then this year was like, all right guys, like this is our year, like we got this, and then we fell short again. It was just a moment that I don't know, we just didn't do what we needed to do, sadly.
Now, you played in the Sunnyside Little League program coming up. How did that come together? Did you guys grow up on the South Side, and was that kind of your natural little league, or did you gravitate to that because they just have such a solid program down there?
We lived down South Side still.
Okay.
I had to drive up to CDO every 35 minutes every day. But no, I grew up down there, and Sunnyside was our league. And my dad was our coach, and thankfully, like, when I was there, it was really competitive. Sunnyside was a really competitive league at that moment.
So what do you remember most about those times playing? Because we're right in the middle of it. I mean, that would be right now. Little League season, I like to say, is going on. Kids are playing in their state tournaments throughout the state, getting to regionals. And what was that run like when you guys went on that run to get to Hawaii?
It was an amazing run. I mean, it brought a lot of memories that I know I'm never going to forget, especially when I was down in the regionals in San Bernardino, living in the dorms and living with other people and just meeting new people in general. And especially being with my dad. That whole moment I was with my dad. My dad was my coach, and we lived all those memories together. And I think it's a moment that it's a once in a lifetime, and just really have to take it in.
So when you talk about your father, what was let's go back to the beginning. What were some of the first things he taught you about this game that stuck with you today?
Something that he told me when I was little that I'm never going to forget, and I know I will never forget, is that playing the game for fun is one thing, but loving the game is another thing. If you want to be in this sport for a while, it's not a sacrifice. You're not sacrificing something. It means that you love it and you want to do it.
Yeah, I mean that's a great way to look at it, because there's too much failure in this game not to have the love to be able to play it and to be able to get through that type of failure. What are some of the training mechanisms that you take pride in? I was watching, I forget which youngster it was one of the first round picks. There was like a video that came out over the weekend, and he's just doing all kinds of plyometrics and jumping, and it's just, I mean, there's so much more than just playing the game now to be able to compete at the highest level.
Yeah, correct. I mean, like I said, for me, it's like you gotta love the game no matter what, and I think if you love the game, you're gonna keep on pushing through adversity. That's like what happened to me. I had a little adversity, not being able to sign internationally, and the love of the game took over and it brought me to where I am right now.
Carlo, what's the one training thing you absolutely hate to do, but you know is making you so much better as a baseball player?
For sure, the conditioning. 100% conditioning. But
Is that strictly just running, or is there other aspects to the conditioning that you're doing even at your age?
probably the running, but as well, I mean, it's always gonna make me better. It's always gonna make me a better person, and just overall, it's gonna make me just a better ball player. And as well as my brother, he's like, he hates it too, but I mean, we're gonna get better overall. So yeah.
When did you hit your first home run over the fence, Francisco? What age?
Maybe when I was like 12. I've always
So
played.
it's not that long ago.
Yeah, no, I've always played up, so it was really hard for me to really hit home runs. I was 12 years old playing with 14-year-olds because my dad always coached older teams, so I would never play my age, and it was pretty hard. But I remember that home run. It was a grand slam home run to win this team down in Yuma.
Wow.
Yeah.
Grand slam home run. Dad, what do you remember about that? Slide over. I want to hear what your story on that home run was.
Well, like he says, he was always a younger boy on the team. He was probably like 3 years younger compared with everybody's on the team. So for him to do it at the younger age, actually, I think it was 9 when he hit it.
Oh, wow. So 9. Okay.
Yeah. He was playing 12U. He was playing 12U.
He was playing with the 12 years old, but he was only 9.
Yeah, he was 9. It was incredible. I mean, he like I always told him, he was never a home run hitter by the time, but the feeling of it was just amazing. And then to win a game of Grand Slam first home run, it was electric.
Francisco Rivero joining us. He's a 15th round pick of the Washington Nationals, and he'll be heading off to sign his contract, leaving. Where do they train? Where in Florida? Where are they at?
West Palm Beach.
West Palm Beach. That's right. That's right. I forgot West Palm Beach. We were down there as well in Jupiter, not too far away in Jupiter. Back when I used to do some work in the Cardinals organization before I came here to Tucson, Arizona. Some of the kids you played with at Sunnyside, where are some of those kids now? Did any of those kids have an opportunity to go on and play at the college level at all?
Yes, there's Juan Hernandez. He went to Tucson High, and then right now he's at Pima. There's Alciel Guillen. He went to Sal Point and graduated and went to Pima as well. There's Moraga. He went to Sal Point, and now he's at Sal Mountain.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. Just like I said, the way you guys started out and the competitiveness of that Sunnyside Little League that sprouted all those kids to play in different programs throughout the city and be able to continue to play at a high level and get to the college realm. All right, is there a Nationals player that you're most looking forward to meeting when you get down to West Palm Beach?
That's pretty rough. I mean, I'll probably want to meet the catcher, Ruiz. I've always just seen him on the phone. And when I was in the academy down in Venezuela, his younger brother was in the academy. So I would only see him through the phone. But I would really want to meet him someday.
There you go. And I'm trying to think, is it James Wood is the big slugger right now?
Yeah.
For the Nationals. Of course, you won't get to meet any of those guys because they're playing in the big leagues right now. So when I mentioned, obviously, you mentioned your uncle played. How many Major League parks have you been to growing up? Have you had a chance to go to a lot of Major League games throughout the country?
Yeah, I would say probably a good 5 stadiums,
Okay.
probably.
What was your most fun experience going to a ball game outside of maybe here in Arizona and going up to Chase Field?
I would probably say we went to the Padres game.
Oh, Petco.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful place. That's a beautiful park.
Yeah, and then outside, like inside the stadium, there's games for like kids, and you could swing.
Yes.
And so that's something I really enjoyed.
Carlo, who's your favorite player?
Luis Arias.
Luis Arias. What do you like about?
Just his swing and the passion for his game is just different than everybody else. So yeah.
Okay, and so which position do you think you're going to grab? You said shortstop, and what was the other position?
Third base.
Third base. So which one do you think you'll gravitate to eventually?
Hopefully short, but if I have to, I'll play third base if I need to.
Have you already hit your first over the fence home run?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many of those have you got now?
Too many to count.
Too many to count? Oh, man. I got to keep an eye on Carlo Rivero, man. Where you gonna go to high school? You gonna go to CDO or where are you gonna go?
It all depends on him.
Are they all the high schools fighting over you? I would imagine. I'm sure they want you at South Point too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of high schools that want me. So I mean, we still haven't made a decision.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, you got another year because you're you're rising into 8th grade, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you got another year to figure that all out. I'm sure you'll get some good advice from Big Brother too. As well. Well, that's awesome. I mean, great family here in Southern Arizona. A great baseball family as well. And you said, Dad, you have one more coming up after Carlo. There's he's older than Carlo.
No, the younger one is Dariel Rivero.
Okay.
Yeah, he's currently right now playing in Dallas.
A
baseball tournament as well. Yeah.
Okay. And he's how old?
He's 12.
12.
Yeah, he's
okay.
the youngest.
All right. The Rivero brothers, maybe 8. Who knows? They could be like Aaron and Brett Boone. You never know. We might see them all in the big leagues at some point playing together. That would be something to say for sure.
We're chasing the Molinas.
The Molinas. That's right. The Molina brothers as well. Oh, there's Contreras brothers. I mean, there's a lot of brothers now that are playing together in the big leagues. So that's a whole lot of fun. Hey, Francisco, congratulations on this opportunity for you to be drafted by the Washington Nationals, and we're looking forward to watching you on this trek as you start out in professional baseball.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you go. Francisco Rivero. Watch him. He'll be playing with the Washington Nationals, hopefully here in the next couple of years. DK on the Sports Tip, 520-848-1290. If you played against this young man or you played with this young man, would love to hear from you coming up. 520-848-1290. You're listening to DK on the Sports Tip, Wildcats Radio, 1290.
From the Cruz and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Collision clearing Kolb near Valencia, south of Valencia on Kolb Road. And also road work on Park Avenue, 22nd Street to 36th Street. The southbound lane, southbound side of Park Avenue is closed between 22nd and 36th. You could use 4th Avenue as an alternate route. Of course, you could use Keno Parkway, but a reminder that there is road work at Keno and Ajo. Do have a chance of monsoon action this afternoon. 79 is going to be our low. 98 tomorrow with a 25% chance of rain. And it's 99 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals locally and globally. More at bankofamerica.com/gamechangers. That's bankofamerica.com/gamechangers.
Did you hear what we're talking about?
Mason Lawyer.
Coming down to Arizona, and the end of the day, it came down to coach. He's been in my shoes before. He understands the drive and what it takes to be at the top level, and he's helping me get there.
DK on the Sports Tip, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
If your windows can't keep up with the heat, it's time for an upgrade. At the Window Depot, windows are what we do. Biggest inventory, best prices, guaranteed. Found a lower price? We'll beat it. Shop in stock or custom vinyl windows, built for efficiency and style. From one window to full home replacement, we help you get the right windows for less. Lower your energy bills and stay comfortable year-round. Visit a location near you or order online at thewindowdepot.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HIM to 215215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HIM to 215215. That's HIM to 215215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Paid for by Adaptive Health.
There are many reasons you might need Dorado Rockin' Materials. A few bare spots in the yard. The driveway needs filling in. Or it could be that the yard needs a whole makeover. Whatever the reason, if your yard has the summertime blues, Dorado Rockin' Materials has everything from sand to boulders and every rock and pebble in between. If you need help spreading it, we have options for that too. Call 400-4233. Dorado Rockin' Materials. The right service, the right product, the right price.
Good evening, ma'am. We're the Goodfellas AC Rapid Response Team, here for the overnight install of your new AC unit.
Great. Come in. We're so excited for a sleepover.
Oh, well, we're actually putting you and your family up in a hotel for the night. We work while you sleep.
Oh.
Okay, who's ready for a movie night? Popcorn or s'mores?
You know, that sounds pretty good.
No, it doesn't.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. Providing overnight installs so you don't miss work or leisure time with your family. GoodfellasAC.com.
Fall is termite season. Go blue with Essential Pest Control. We'll eliminate those termites, bugs, and weeds. Stop paying too much with those national providers. Essential Pest Control is a bug's worst nightmare.
I can't sleep at night.
Essential Pest Control. Call 866-3029. EssentialPest.com.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus Media Station. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com. We are your home for Arizona Athletics. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
EK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Great to have Francisco Rivero in studio. Tremendous young man from Tucson, Arizona. Grew up on the south side, still lives on the south side. Played his high school ball up at Canyon del Oro in Jason Heisey's program, and now drafted by the Washington Nationals in the 15th round. Thank you for the offer, U of A, but I am going to try to get my big league career started. It's always great to have our youngsters. I mean, I look back to, I go all the way back to when I was working at KOLD and sitting in the living room the night before Alex Verdugo got drafted by the Dodgers, sitting in his living room and talking to him and his mother. And I mean, gosh, when you think about just the longevity of a career, and it's fleeting because it seems just like yesterday that Alex Verdugo was getting drafted, and then he obviously had his big league career and played in the World Series a couple of years ago when the Dodgers and the Yankees played with the Yankees, came up with the Dodgers, and then was in Boston for a number of years, and then played with the Yankees, and last year with the Atlanta Braves, and out of baseball. And it seems like I have to look at the year, but I think he got drafted in 2004, so it can go quick. I mean, these careers in professional sports, they don't last forever, so you absolutely have to enjoy them while you have the opportunity. And now this young man, Francisco Rivero, getting his going now, the 436th overall selection, 15th round by the Washington Nationals. Hit 450 last year for the CDO Dorados, 6 home runs and 34 runs batted in. He's probably looking at a signing bonus of somewhere around $150,000 to sign there. He'll be signing on the dotted line tomorrow. So that'll be a lot of fun as he gets his career going.
Fredericksburg,
Yeah.
Wilmington, Harrisburg, Rochester.
Yeah, is that the road?
That
That's
would be the
road
path.
now.
Yeah, single A is Fredericksburg. That's Virginia.
Yeah.
Wilmington, obviously North Carolina. That's high A. And double A is Harrisburg. Rochester is their triple A team.
Wow. Yeah, well, that's a fun place. When you get to AAA, Rochester's a fun place to play.
That's where my sister went to
Great little ball
college.
player. Yeah. great
Binghamton
little ball player.
and Rochester.
That's cool. Well, we wish him nothing but the best of luck. He is according to our folks over, our friends over at All Sports Tucson, he is the 294th Major League draft pick in the history of the state of Arizona. So there you go.
CDOs, I think.
And
10,
how about the
right?
fact
At least 10, yeah.
The first pick overall, Brock Chalowski out of Hamilton High School up in Chandler, a two-sport star, and the second sport was football. He was one of the quarterbacks up there who played with the likes of Trey Spivey for the U of A, Genesis Smith, Tay Brown, all came out of that Chandler Hamilton High School football program, played with the number 1 overall pick, Brock Chalowski.
I believe if you ask the commissioner, it's Chalowski.
Yeah, the way that announcement.
Let's not get into Fred Manfred. I mean,
No,
come
I
on.
just think it's funny if you mispronouncing names in the draft. There's hundreds of names, especially in Major League Baseball, and he wasn't predicted as the overall consensus number 1 pick. However, getting the first pick's name wrong, there's some humor there for sure.
Yeah, I guess they'll have to burn that draft tape because who knows? Yeah.
Don't worry, Manfred's worried about burning some other tape right now, including his advertisement campaign he's got going on. So he's got other tapes to worry about burning.
You talk about the draft picks out of Canyon del Oro. I mean, obviously, we look back. Shelley Duncan, we've talked about him a lot on the show. Was drafted out of there. Jason Stanford, my guy Stanny, got to know him when he was a broadcaster with the Cleveland Indians. He worked with my guy Al Falowski back in the day. He's another one of those CDO guys. Chris Duncan, obviously the late Chris Duncan. He was a first-round pick out of CDO by the St. Louis Cardinals in 1999. I had a chance to work with Chris during my years in the Cardinals minor league system when he came through Memphis. 2 of the seasons I was there on the way to the big leagues. Ian Kinsler, out of that team, out of that high school as well, longtime infielder with the Texas Rangers, and Scott Hairston, whose son Landon is now a big-time Major League prospect playing up at Arizona State. He's on that list. Brian Anderson was a first-round pick out of CDO as well. There have been some names for sure to come out of that program, the latest being Francisco Rivero, taken in the 15th round by the Washington Nationals. So good luck to him for sure. All right, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. Speaking of baseball, Major League Baseball last night, the Home Run Derby. Let's hear some of the highlights from Jordan Walker as he nailed 6 in a row down the stretch to win.
There we go. It's 1. Number 9 for Jordan Walker.
It's not done.
Wow. That is so impressive.
Unless.
Closer still with number 10. Wow. Wow. 1 more to tie, 2 to win it. We are tied. Oh, man. Wow. Is that enough? Jordan Walker wins it.
Come on, baby. Come on.
How about Jordan Walker winning the Home Run Derby? I mean, St. Louis Cardinal. I mean, following in some of the other great sluggers from Cardinals history to win the Home Run Derby, like Mark McGwire. No, he never did it. Albert Pujols. No, he never did it. Jordan Walker winning the Home Run Derby. And How about he makes his salary this year for the Cardinals $774,000? He made $1 million last night to win the home run derby. So he made more. He made more than he makes his entire salary last night by winning the home run derby.
Stan Musial never won a
Yes,
home run derby?
oh well, yeah. I don't think Stan wasn't really a home run hitter.
I don't know if they had the home run derby at that point for Stan Musial.
You say that, but he is the all-time leader in home runs for St. Louis.
Right. I don't know if they had the home run derby at that time, but
they didn't. That was the joke.
But DK, as someone who has been stuck in the quagmire of the NL Central for the entirety of my baseball watching life, whether it be childhood or adulthood, I can tell you now, Jordan Walker doesn't surprise me. Do you want to know why? Because this is the St. Louis Cardinals voodoo magic that seemingly happens every other year, where just somebody random shows up and decides to give this team competitiveness to the point where they're a playoff contender. It never fails. It never fails.
Well, DK just said it. I mean, I don't know if there's anything random about $1 million payday, right? If your salary is not quite an extensive, if you're not making a ton of money, I think the motivation for most people in the slam dunk contest, in the home run derby, it's relative to where you're coming from, what kind of, star power you have already. And I like it. I like it when there's younger, hungrier players in these kind of events, because then you really get to see like the greatness, because otherwise they're kind of just out there going through the motions and trying not to look silly because they've already got that popularity and they're trying to make sure that they don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear from Jordan Walker, the winner of the home run derby.
Even describe how it means to win it. It was a lot of swings, a lot of pressure, but I think I just had fun no matter what. Like every round, I was having a good time. When the competition is dedicated to doing it, I'm gonna have fun doing it. The pressure, people booing me. One thought was just like to stay fluid. Can't swing too hard, I'll miss the ball. And that was it. And KT did an unbelievable job just throwing money BP the whole time. So props to him.
All right, KT, he mentioned there, is Kleiniger Turan. He's the bullpen coach for the St. Louis Cardinals. He was the pitcher to Jordan Walker. He also spoke after on his role in helping Jordan get to that point.
That was pretty special, and it's not really a strategy. The only strategy was trying to throw down in the middle, and I think he did a great job because I didn't throw anyone in the middle. I threw some balls and he took it. So that helped me out when he did that, so thank you.
He's also the 5th youngest ever to win the home run derby at 24 years, 52 days. Can you name one of the other 4 that were younger than him to win the home run derby? I'll give you this. One of those guys is currently still playing.
Yeah, I want to say Junior won a really early one, and he came up when he was 17. So that would be my guess. First blush.
Junior would be incorrect.
I think the guy that's still playing right now would probably be Juan Soto.
Juan Soto won
was
4 years ago at 23 years, 266
How old was
days.
Vlad Jr. when he won?
Oh, gosh.
Vladdy, I think he was still probably like 26 or so.
Yeah.
Not quite that young.
I think the youngest of all time, if I remember correctly, is Juan Gonzalez.
Juan Gonzalez, 1993, 23 years, 265 days.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark here. It was Wally Joyner.
Wally Joyner,
Oof, okay.
24 years, 28 days.
Okay, that's probably about as good as
Sierra
I'm
was the other one on that list.
My favorite is when they're dads.
Oh, when the dads are pitching at him.
Throwing the pitch.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, yep, he doubled his salary last night. It makes just under $800,000 and add another $1 million to that. Cricket, wouldn't it be cool if there was something you could do on your side job that would make you double your salary?
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, you forgot to mention double your salary in an hour's work.
That would be really sweet.
What would that be for us boneheads in radio? What could we do on the side that would allow us to double our salaries?
Absolutely would be voice tracking.
Well, because cricket works with animals, it would have to be like finding some super rare breed that nobody knows about. That
and then winning what is that they have every year, the dog show, the international dog
Westminster?
show, Westminster Dog Show. Yeah, training a pup that wins the Westminster Dog Show. That might double your salary.
Either that or becoming a pet detective and finding Snowflake the dolphin prior to the Dolphin Super Bowl.
Okay, we had a
that would be fun.
We had a winner, I think, from Southern Arizona in that dog show a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken. All right, it is 4:12 in Southern Arizona, which means it's time for Cricket's Got Quotes. There she is, everybody. Cricket.
Ain't nobody need to see that.
Christine Olejola.
Yesterday is history.
Ooh.
Tomorrow is a mystery.
Okay.
Today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present.
Ooh. One more time.
Yesterday is history.
Yesterday is history.
Tomorrow is a mystery.
Tomorrow is a mystery.
Today is a gift of God.
Today is a gift of God.
Which is why we call it the present.
Which is why we call it the present. Present. Wow. Dragon Ball?
I know that this is I know that there's a movie that uses this quote. I believe it's from Kung Fu Panda with Master Oogway, but I believe the original quote is from Eleanor Roosevelt.
Bill Keane.
Bill Keane, okay.
Who's Bill Keane?
I'm gonna guess an author. When I pulled this quote a long time ago when we started doing this, so some of them my memory's foggy on
about who they
you
are,
know, who and what it like referred to.
Aha!
But I heard this the other day.
You did not put you did not write the person's name down on the.
No, I did.
You
it
did?
says Bill Keane, but I didn't say what in reference to what it was.
Okay.
Bill Keane's the he's the artist for the Family Circus comics in the newspapers. Like Sunday, like the Sunday
Family Circus.
Yeah, Family Circus.
Oh wow,
that's a flashback.
Man,
that's a way back.
Do comics still even exist anymore?
Not in the paper.
Oh darn!
Does the paper exist?
The paper does not. It's all digital.
Oh god.
Yeah, they're called web comics, but do not go down that rabbit hole.
No,
unless you know what you're getting into.
You're gonna end up paying another subscription because you only get 2 chapters before you got to pay for the rest of the series.
He knows.
There we go.
Yes, I do.
Dragon Ball knows.
Yes,
All
I
right.
do.
Cricket will be back in about an hour, and we're gonna have her pick for tomorrow's soccer game. So pick it with Cricket is straight ahead. Also coming up, Gabe York, Arizona basketball alum. He's been busy late playing for the United States. We'll check in with Gabe about his basketball career, which is going on 10 years now. DK on the Sports Tip, Cricket getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5s, traffic and weather.
From the Cruz and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. With roadwork and closures, 22nd Street closed, Tucson Boulevard to Cherry Belster Avenue. Could use Broadway or Aviation Parkway instead. Grant Road is closed east of I-10 until the beginning of August, and there you could use Miracle Mile or Speedway as an alternate route. There is a chance of some monsoon action this afternoon, 79, our overnight low, 98 tomorrow. Chance of rain, 98 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
This report is sponsored by Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Before you commit to a costly heating, cooling, or plumbing repair or replacement, get a free second opinion from Cool Willie's. They'll explain your options with honest advice and no pressure. Same day, legendary service. Learn more at coolwillies.com.
Hey, it's David Kelly, DK on the Sports Tip. Don't forget to download the Wildcats Radio 1290 app. It slaps. We've got full coverage of the Wildcats, the Suns, the Cardinals, the Diamondbacks, Pima College. Download the Wildcats Radio 1290 app today.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist and ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours.
Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HIM to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HIM to 215-215. That's HIM to 215-215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Paid for by Adaptive Health.
There are many reasons you might need Dorado Rockin' Materials. A few bare spots in the yard. The driveway needs filling in. Or it could be that the yard needs a whole makeover. Whatever the reason, if your yard has the summertime blues, Dorado Rockin' Materials has everything from sand to boulders and every rock and pebble in between. If you need help spreading it, we have options for that too. Call 400-4233. Dorado Rockin' Materials. The right service, the right product, the right price.
Jump for joy at Jumping Choya, Tucson's largest trampoline park at Stone Avenue and River Road. Soar on wall-to-wall trampolines, test your dodgeball skills, or tackle our exciting ninja course and zipline. We've got tons of new thrills, like the awesome iWall interactive video game, our massive 3-level soft play structure, and more. Looking to keep the kiddos busy through the end of summer? We offer weekly camps through the end of July for ages 5 to 12. Ask about our Family Pack Jump Ticket, which offers big savings packed with family fun. Visit jumpchoya.com today or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Jumping Choya, where Tucson comes to play.
And this Friday, we've got a sweet deal for you from Jumping Choya Trampoline Park. You can get 2 hours of jump time for just $13, originally $26. And this sweet deal will go on sale this Friday morning at 8:30 at wildcatsradio1290.com.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GROW to borrow up to $10,000.
JT Auto, where their customers are family. Stop by their newest East Side location, conveniently located at 6947 East 22nd, just west of Cole. Open Monday through Friday. JT Auto is a full-service auto shop with satisfaction guarantee, offering you the best in tires and wheels, auto repair, oil changes, computer diagnostics, suspension and brake service, and heating and AC. Bring your car to JT Auto, where their customers are family. 372-7704. That's 372-7704 or jtautoaz.com.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Lead it for York. Another three straight away. Got it again.
They can't stop him. This might be the senior weekend of all senior weekends. Goes to Jackson Cartwright to push it the other way. Off to Why not? Here we go again. He got another one. I've never seen anything like it. 28 for York. 62-33 Arizona. Timeout Stanford. Listen to this. Justin Simon to replace him. Big hug for the coach.
Standing after a decorated 4-year career as a Wildcat, including 3 total conference championships. He is on pace to break the top 10 in program history in wins, while finishing in the top 5 in Arizona history in numerous career three-point shooting categories. Give it up one more time for Gabe York.
Oh, man. Probably one of the best senior day performances I think I've seen in my 17 years covering the Arizona basketball program. What Gabe York did on that March Saturday in 2016 to the Stanford Cardinals. Very, very memorable. And he joins us right now. Gabe York still playing professional basketball 10 years later. Gabe, it's like a 10-year anniversary. Does it seem like it was 10 years ago?
Man, not at all. That was crazy to hear again. It felt like yesterday I was still, having that Wildcat jersey on.
Yeah. What was that night or that afternoon like for you to kind of, because I think that's for every guy that's a part of a program and has a chance to contribute to a program. And like the announcer said, three conference championships. I think all you guys dream of going out like the way that you went out. But what was that day like for you?
Man, it was a surreal moment for sure. Got to give credit to my teammates who were able to, find me in open spots. And luckily I was able to hit that many threes that day. It's one of those things where, it was a culmination of 4 years of, hard work, grinding and, trying to make something of myself. And for it to happen on that last weekend was definitely something special and something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Gabe York, Arizona guard, class of 2016, is our guest, still flying the trade in professional basketball. Got a cup of coffee in the NBA, now plays overseas, has played here on the American side as well in the G League. How would you put your 10-year professional career now into perspective, Gabe?
Man, just, a roller coaster, having to put my head down and working as hard as I could to make a dream come true. And, a lot of times opportunity meets the preparation and timing. And like you said, I was able to, get a little cup of tea in the NBA for a little bit. I wish it would have been a little longer, but yeah, I played all over the world. Basketball has given me an opportunity to play everywhere and provide for my family as well. So definitely blessed and thankful for what basketball has done for me. But yeah, it's been a roller coaster for sure.
How would you describe the route from the standpoint I think you actually went overseas first, then you came back to the United States, then you went, I think, overseas again, then you came back and had an opportunity in the G League that led to those 2 call-ups with the Pacers. How are you looking at it early in your career about where I want to play in any given year?
Yeah, so I think initially the agent I had at the time, we were thinking, it was the D League even at the time when I first came out. It wasn't even the G League yet. So we didn't really know if there was going to be much opportunity coming from there. A lot of times coming from the D League, you already have to have some NBA experience to, get a call up or something along those lines. So we thought the overseas route would be better. I go to Italy to start my career. My first day there, the head coach is like, "Hey, I don't really, mess with rookies, but we'll test this out and see how it goes." So that was kind of a shock for me, right? Especially coming off a year of at Arizona where we had done really well, and I was kind of one of the main guys on the team. So that was a little bit of a shock, but it just became reality where it is basketball, but it's also a business now. So I ended up leaving after about 5 months, went to the D League for the last 2 months just so I can keep playing, put some film out there. And then, just kind of flip-flop back and forth the next year, played in Germany. Had a great year in the BBL, then came back, played in the G League for 1 season, and then went overseas for 2 years, and then came back to the G League for 2 years, and that's when I got those call-ups.
Gabe York is our guest. And in total, it took about 6 years to get to that point where you were able to get the first call up with the Pacers. At any point during that 6 years, did you think, well, I may be one of those guys that just plays overseas. That NBA opportunity may not happen for me?
Yeah, 100%. You know, those that was kind of an everyday thing, really, until, you know, the opportunity really presented itself kind of towards the end of the year when I was able to have 2 really good years back to back in the G. I was steals leader one year. I think that was kind of the biggest thing for me, being a 6'2" guard. Like, oh, can he defend positions 1 through 3, stuff like that. So I was able to showcase that and getting my first call up. And then I played, you know, well enough in those. I think I averaged probably like 13, 14 minutes in my 3 games or 4 games. And then the next year they were kind of like, hey, let's see what else he can do. So back-to-back seasons got there. And then, I got cut that second year in the summer. And it was just like, all right, I need to go, you know, make more money now. And the G League, the dream was nice, but at some point, you know, you got to not give up on it, but kind of make a detour and change your perspective.
And obviously you were with the Pacers, Gabe, kind of leading into where they are now as one of the best teams in the National Basketball Association. You know, take out this year, obviously, with Tyrese Halliburton missing the entire season due to injury, but you were obviously those call-ups. You played with Tyrese, you played with TJ, and some of those guys that helped to become a part of that team that got to the NBA Finals. What was the dynamic of those early Rick Carlisle years like when they were kind of starting to put those pieces together?
I mean, it was just hard work and effort. You can tell the summers that I spent with the Pacers, you can see how many guys kind of stayed around. Not too many guys were taking vacations, and everyone kind of had their families in town, and everyone was showing up day by day, having an 1.5 to 2 hour workout, and then coming back for 5-on-5. And you can kind of tell what Rick Carlisle was trying to do in building that mentality over there with the Indiana Pacers. And I was definitely glad to be a part of that, just in that summer work to kind of see how guys handle their summer process and how other guys, you know, might take days or weeks off. Rick really did a great job of getting all his guys there and building a really good foundation for that team.
You know, Gabe, we played the video of that highlight at the top there. We played the video of that, and obviously you went down and kneeled on the A, much like T.J. McConnell had done a few years before you, his senior year. And I remember, like, you obviously were on that team as well. And then you guys end up playing in that second year. You end up obviously with him there both years. And then Benedict was on, I think, some of the team the second year. So there were 3 Wildcats in the locker room when you were there. What was fun about that dynamic of having those different generations of Wildcats together with that Pacers team in 23?
Yeah, you know, I had a chance to play with TJ for 2 years, and so that's my guy. Obviously amazing that he was able to, you know, have a 10-year and continuing, probably going on to probably a 13, 14-year NBA career. So dope to see where he started to where he's at now. And, yeah, it was just a lot of memories, a lot of laughing, and, you know, a lot of you know how TJ is, just putting in a lot of work and never wanting to be second to anybody. So getting over there with the Pacers and seeing him again after probably 8 years of not really catching up or seeing him, it was dope. And then, yeah, with Ben coming in that second year, obviously being a very high draft pick, he was at a point where he wanted to prove himself. And so that summer with all 3 of us there, with all 3 of us there, it was just kind of a very big time environment for us to go at each other and talk about how our team was better than his team or vice versa. So
Gabe York is joining us, Arizona Wildcats guard, 2016, has played the last couple of years over in China, and also will be playing this summer in the basketball tournament. You know, Gabe, I keep saying, I mean, we got all these other schools that have alumni teams playing in this TBT. Why is there no U of A alumni team? Why can't we get the I mean, we got you obviously out there playing. You played with Brandon Randolph, I think, in China. We got Caleb and Dusan still playing, and Stanley's still playing, and Rondé. I would think we could pull together enough guys to have a U of A alumni team, a Bear Down team out there. Well, why don't you think that's happened yet?
Yeah, you're 100% right. I think there's more than enough guys, to be able to go out there and make something happen like that. I think management-wise, we kind of got to come together with somebody who can kind of get everyone's number and get everybody to be in the same place at the same time in the summer. I think with everyone playing overseas and kind of having their own lives, it's probably hard to get, 10, 11 guys as alumni to get together for a summer. Also, you got to realize too, right? Like if you're playing overseas, you're gone for 10 months. It's not an 8-month season. So
wow, yeah.
when you're gone for 10 months, last thing you want to do is, kind of get ready for a summer basketball tournament that lasts almost 3 weeks. You want to just chill and hang out with your family for a month and a half before you have to leave again.
Is your home base still Southern California?
Nah, so my wife and I, we moved to Vegas about almost 3 years ago.
Okay.
We're here in Summerlin. Just had to get away for a little bit. Cali got a little too expensive, but I just had my son now, so he's about to be 3 months old next week.
Oh, nice.
So we're probably gonna head back to Cali just to be around family and stuff too. So
congratulations on that, first time dad. What are the first few months of that life been like for you?
Oh man, no sleep at all. Trying to muster up as much energy as possible, to continue to get my 2-a-days in and work out. And my wife's been great, and losing a lot of her sleep just to be able to take care of him, so I can get workouts in and stuff. And we figured it out. We have a good system going right now where I'll do a lot of the daytime stuff, and she'll kind of take the night situation. So it's been dope though. It's a blessing. It's beautiful. He's amazing. He's doubled his birth weight in already 2.5 months, so he's a big boy.
My producer was just telling me before we got you on, Gabe, that obviously we're Summer League, a lot of talk going on that with you right there in Vegas happening this week with all the teams being there. Your first coach in Summer League was Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, my first coach was Pat, man. That was a dope experience. Steve Clifford was the head coach of the Hornets at the time, and he kind of appointed Pat to be the head coach for the Summer League team. And so we had to get there probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks before Summer League. And so we had like a big training camp and got to learn a lot from him and just hear stories about his time in the NBA. And it was a dope experience.
And now this USA basketball opportunity that you had in the World Cup lead up there, what was that like for you to be a part of that and to be able to put USA across your chest again?
Yeah, anytime you get to do that, it's a special thing. The last couple of years, they had asked me to do it, and I was either overseas or I had stuff going on where I couldn't, take the time out to do it. And this year kind of set up perfectly where the time frame worked out, and so I jumped at the opportunity. And just being able to go out there and play against the Dominican, had some really great guys over there, and then play against Mexico. And we literally won 2 games and by a total of 2 points. So both were 1-point wins. And, it's bigger than, having to go play for money. Like, you don't get paid for it. It's just something you get to go out there and go do for your country. So it was dope to be able to just play basketball again and not have to worry about anything else.
All right, so you've played in a number of different countries: Italy, Germany, China, Puerto Rico. I believe you've also played in France as well as Greece. What's your favorite place?
I would, living-wise, I would definitely say Greece. I think they had me in an apartment in downtown Athens. It was, unbelievable, great experience. I got to visit the Temple of Poseidon, Temple of Zeus, the Pantheon, Acropolis, all that. So definitely dope. I didn't get to go visit the islands. I was only there for about 4 months, but definitely living-wise, Greece was probably the best. And then basketball-wise, I'd probably say Germany. Germany was really good, and so was Spain. Spain was dope too.
There you go. Who was your favorite teammate here at the University of Arizona?
My favorite teammate, man, I'd probably say Grant Jarrett, man. I got to play against him from like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and then all through high school too. We were both in Orange County, or he was in Laverne actually, but we played them a few times, and he committed first, and I ended up just going to Arizona, and then we got just closer. And yeah, I'd probably say Grant was probably my favorite teammate.
What did it mean for you to see the squad get back to the Final Four this past spring?
Man, that was crazy. I was screaming at the TV at the top of my lungs. Every game. It was so dope to be able to see the Wildcats get over that hump again. I think the last time was like 2002 or somewhere around there, right, where they even got to a Final Four. So definitely a dope experience. I know we kind of ran out of gas in that Final Four, but I think that's just a stepping stone into what Tommy Lloyd can kind of do over there at Arizona, and I'm definitely excited for these next upcoming years to see the recruits that come in and kind of what can happen.
What is your Gabe? What's your overall opinion on where we are in the game now in terms of revenue share and the guys being able to get paid for their services? What are your thoughts on all that?
Man, I'll tell you what, I wish it would have happened when I was coming out of high school, because all the Baller's Life and all the advertisement that I had coming out, I'd be one of those top paid NIL players. But I think it's dope. I think it's well-deserved. I definitely think guys have earned that over the course of the years, and shout out to the Players Union for being able to get that for guys. And make something like that happen. It was a big day when they were able to do that. Obviously, I'm a little upset. I wish I could have been a part of it. I think I was like 3 years removed from being able to file for a case, I guess. But I mean, it's all good. I definitely think it's helped college basketball. I think guys are well deserving of it, and if the universities have the money to do it, why not?
There you go. Well, Gabe, hey, congratulations on all your success. It's been fun watching you on this road. How many more years do you think you'll play?
Man, I told myself the moment I can't dunk anymore, that'll probably be the last day for me. So I can still go between the legs. I'm 32 now, so I can still go between the legs, windmills, all that is still pretty easy for me. So hopefully maybe another 6-7 years once my son gets to that kindergarten first grade. Yeah, probably be done around 38 to 40 if my body can hold up.
There you go. Well, we'll continue to watch you on this journey for sure. Gabe, appreciate it. Don't be a stranger. Look forward to maybe seeing you down here again in Tucson.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Gabe York, Arizona guard, class of 2016. What a fabulous career he had here. He was on a number of teams that won the Pac-12 championship. Elite 8 teams here as well at the University of Arizona, and now has played professionally for 10 plus years in the overseas era, overseas region. We mentioned all the countries he's played in, as well as a couple of stints with the Indiana Pacers.
So, Dragon Ball, can you still windmill between the legs or what?
I could windmill between the legs when I was in college. Not a chance.
Not a chance in the least.
I was at best a box out guy and let other people jump for the rebounds kind of athlete.
520-848-1290. Cricket getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5. She's got your traffic and your weather.
From the Cruz and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Roadwork on Grant east of Country Club all the way to Swan impacting travel. You could use Pima instead. We've got travel at Grant and Alvernon down to 1 lane each direction. No left turns permitted. Grant Road and Alvernon Way. I-10 at the Marana exit. We've got a reported vehicle fire. I-10 near Marana. And for your weather, there is a chance of some monsoon action this afternoon. 79 the low, 98 tomorrow with a 25% chance of rain and 98 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals locally and globally. More at bankofamerica.com/gamechangers. That's bankofamerica.com/gamechangers.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do.
Headed for the corner, he's in. Touchdown, Arizona. On the break, slap it home. Here comes the throw home. He slides, he's safe. The Cats are champions.
We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
Jordan Walker won the home run derby last night in dramatic fashion. Walker needed to hit 6 home runs in a row to beat hometown favorite Kyle Schwarber, and he did just that. The $1 million prize for winning the derby is more than Walker's MLB salary this season. The home run derby format change was great for Major League Baseball. It provided great theater and the dramatic ending that we all wanted. I'm Adam Abdallah.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And all it takes is a few clicks. We make buying metal online easy so you can spend less time shopping and more time getting things done. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Place an order online today at metalsupermarkets.com.
There's a pill version of Ozempic.
Hello, I'm Ozempic.
And I'm other GLP-1s kind of like him. Hey, did I hear there's a pill version of Ozempic?
Yep, you sure did. Ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of the Ozempic pen or pill may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide tablets 9 milligrams and Ozempic semaglutide injection 2 milligrams.
There's a pill version of Ozempic.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Sean Furrier for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. America's Big 250 starts this month. Did you know Tucson's first Presidio is 250 plus? If you're not careful, you can still experience those original dirt roads crossing town in the bottom of wagon wheel busts and suspension slaying potholes. It's why Arizona drivers count on Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care to protect their tires and suspension for life with Jack's Plus Pack. Every passenger and light truck tire we install comes with a free alignment check and 12 additional services, including professional installation and lifetime tire maintenance. If you're shopping around, Jack's got you covered with major brands and budget-friendly tire options. Compare Jack's total installed price. Backed by our low price promise, we've got you covered completely through both our seasons, monsoon and road construction. Check out Jack's Plus Pack, a $249 value at jackfurriers.com. So make an appointment online, call ahead, or just stop by any of our 14 award-winning locations. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care since 1960, we're here to get you there.
From offices and warehouses to retail spaces and restaurants, the right lighting transforms your environment. At Arizona Commercial Lighting, we've been proudly locally owned and operated for nearly 40 years. Our extensive inventory of in-stock lighting solutions is designed to meet both commercial and residential needs, with quality, variety, and value you won't find anywhere else. Visit us at 1436 East 17th Street or explore our offerings online at azcommerciallighting.com. Be sure to ask about available TEP rebates. Arizona Commercial Lighting, powering business through precision lighting.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
It's July in Tucson. No time to gamble on a cheap AC install. Some of the other AC names got bought out by investment companies and won't stand behind their installs. We stand behind our installs with a 1-year money-back guarantee. Family owned since 2001. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. Call 520-492-0748 or online at picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GROW to borrow up to $10,000.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Can we just go back to March 5th, 2016, one more time?
Right corner. There's York. Open for three. Got it.
Hey, that's 4 straight threes if you go back to Thursday for Gabe York.
Bring it back out York. He'll turn and shoot the three, and it's good. Right. Jackson Cartwright. Leave it up for Gabe York. Stop and pop the three. Look out. Collison. Drive inside the arc. Kick it out to York. A deep three is good. Oh, my. Knocked it away out to York. Try another three. Open again. Good. For York. Around a screen from Tarczewski. Three ball is good.
He just dialed in, Brian. 6 trays.
Here's Gabe York. Back, step back for three, and that will turn things around. Top of the key. Leave it for York. Another three straight away. Got it again. They can't stop him.
This might be the senior weekend of all senior weekends.
Goes to Jackson Cartwright. You push it the other way. Off to York.
Why not?
Here we go again. He got another one. I've never seen anything like it. 28 for York. 62-33 Arizona. Timeout Stanford.
He would finish with 32 points in that game with Gabe York. Matched the program high with 9 3-point shots made in that game. He went 9 of 14 from 3 on senior day in 2016, 10 years ago today. Only one other person has made 9 3-pointers in a game at the U of A. Guesses?
I mean, that my guess immediately would be Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr is incorrect.
I don't think Steve Kerr shot more than 9 threes in a game. Maybe this final game, but yeah, he was more like a 3 or 4 per game kind of guy.
Right.
It'd have to be a volume dude, and have to be maybe a streaky guy. I don't know. I mean, probably Salim, maybe.
Salim Stoudemire made 9 3-pointers. He also went 9 of 14 11 years earlier in a game in 2005.
The numbers don't make any sense. It's going to be like we're about to be talking about 4-year college players, right?
Right, yeah.
Because right around the corner, guys, it's 5 years. Everybody gets 5 years, so the stats don't matter. What if, how about Steve Nash playing in the modern time? How many threes would he put up? How about Mark Price, bro? I mean, Mark Price played in the 80s. If Mark Price played today, he would be averaging 12 or 13 threes attempted per game because he could shoot 50% from 3 at that volume. Yeah, so it's funny because some of the greatest 3-point shooters you think of in Arizona history played in an era where you fed the post first. Post, drive, defense. Threes were a secondary thing, but there's no doubt Gabe York coming out of Southern California as a high school senior could shoot the hell out of the ball from day one. So not surprised to see that. I'm seeing 32 points, DK, is also the record, as far as I know, for a senior night. Because a lot of times, those senior night games, you might not think of those superstars staying in the game that late. I remember I was in the building for Sean Elliott and Kenny Lofton's senior night. I think they were up by 30, halfway through the second half, so they didn't play too much. But like Gabe said right there, his teammates, once he really had it going that night, his teammates were looking for him. So great to see. That was, like you said, DK, probably the best send-off in that building, and the crowd went crazy. Every 3-pointer he made, it just got louder and louder in there.
Parker Jackson Cartwright running the point for him during that season there. That one part of the video, he just looked like he broke some guy's ankle from Stanford. Just crossover, step back. Dude fell on the ground, and he nailed a 3-point shot. Great times from Gabe York back 10 years ago for the Arizona Wildcats. Courtney Ramey actually made 8 3-pointers in a game just 3 years ago, also against Stanford, but on the road. He went 8 of 16 in a game. So he and York also has the program record with Ramey and Jason Gardner for most 3-pointers taken in a game. All 3 of them took 16 3-point shots in games for Arizona. Both Ramey and Gardner made 8. York made 7 in the game he did it, which was also that season. In fact, that was just a few days later after that Stanford game. And I imagine this would have been in the Pac-12 tournament. He went 7 of 16 against Oregon in an overtime win.
Well, think of the era, right? Like the first year that Steph made over 300 was 2015, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he was the first player ever to go over 300, and the very next year went over 400. And so the volume of three-pointers in that era, that was the mid 2014, 15, 16, 17 is when the number of three-point shooters, number of three-point balls went up extremely. Like way more threes were taken right after Steph showed the pathway to being an efficient scorer from out there, because we saw Rick Pitino. He took over the job with the New York Knicks in the late 80s and tried to shoot 43s a game, and they shot 15% from three, and he got fired. So you have to be able to knock him down consistently. But, yeah, I think he averaged about 8 per game that year as a senior.
DK on the Sports Tip, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Much more coming up for you in the 5 o'clock hour. We will check in on Summer League. Big game last night between Peat and Brayden Burries. We'll get J-Dub's thoughts on that one as well. And another tough night at the office for the Phoenix Mercury. Dragon Ball Series got everything happening in sports in Southern Arizona as well as sports around the world.
Well, you talked about that Summer League contest that happened down in Las Vegas between two of the members of last year's Final Four squad for University of Arizona Wildcats. It was Peat and Brayden Burries duking it out in the battle of first rounders in the Summer League.
Cole, with the audacity of your teammate Brayden, man, he tried to get you on the switch, tried to get you downhill. Seemed like you guys had a fun moment after you fouled him. What is it like playing against your former teammate?
It's super cool, for us to be both on this level, competing against each other. It's really cool.
There was one time I did see you look for your own shot when you got the switch on your former college teammate. You went downhill right there. He fouled you. Y'all had a little talk, a little chatter right there. What is it like going against your former college teammate?
It's great. He's a great player, Been with him in college, obviously, known him in AAU. But right there, it just felt like practice, honestly, just going against each other. It was a good moment, I just got to capitalize and make the free throw to finish it.
Bro, I've never seen Brayden Burries' eyes as big as that moment where he turned the corner and saw Koa waiting for him. I'm going right at him.
He's like, okay, now I've got my matchup. That was some interviews taken at the half of that game. Again, Peat, though, ended up scoring 19 points on the night, but Brayden Burries led all scorers on the night with 23 points. But the Suns ended up coming out with the victory, 95-88 over the Bucks. And the Diamondbacks will only have two members of their team showing out for this year's All-Star Game, which is just about ready to get started here. Corbin Carroll will have to wait his time to see the field as Juan Soto, Brandon Marsh, and Andy Pajes will be starting in the outfield. As for pitcher Eduardo Rodriguez, it will be some time before he sees the mound, with Christopher Sanchez getting the start for the National League. Meanwhile, the favorites to win the World Cup are out. France was unable to put a single goal on the board against Spain. España managed to go ahead and put away a penalty kick early in the first half by Mikel Oyarzabal. And then in the second half, Pedro Porro managed to find the back of the net in a scrum in front of the goal and make their way back to the World Cup final for the first time since winning it all back in 2010. I'm Dragon Ball through 2020 Sports Update on Wildcats Radio 1290.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do.
Headed for the corner, he's in. Touchdown, Arizona. On the break, slide it home. Here comes the throw home. He slides, he's safe. The Cats are champions.
We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the Cruz and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. I-10 near the Marana exit, that's reported as a vehicle fire on the westbound side of I-10. Approaching the Marana exit, a vehicle fire. Roadwork I-10 near Emparita Road, and also a reduced speed limit. And right now, some slowdowns eastbound I-10 approaching Emparita Road. There's a slight chance of some monsoon action this afternoon into the evening, 79 the low, 98 tomorrow with about a 25% chance of rain. It's 98 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Before you commit to a costly heating, cooling, or plumbing repair or replacement, get a free second opinion from Cool Willie's. They'll explain your options with honest advice and no pressure. Same-day legendary service. Learn more at coolwillies.com.
Congrats to Tommy Lloyd and your Arizona Wildcats on a historic season.
Brayden Smith will not foul him. Wildcats headed to their fifth Final Four.
We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
And now, a no-frills ad sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Here it is. You can save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's it. See? Just a good old-fashioned straightforward ad. See if you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or Progressive.com.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
It's July in Tucson. No time to gamble on a cheap AC install. Some of the other AC names got bought out by investment companies and won't stand behind their installs. We stand behind our installs with a 1-year money-back guarantee. Family owned since 2001. Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. Call 520-492-0748 or online at picturerockschooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GROW to borrow up to $10,000.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Paid for by Action Matters.
Attention anyone who has had a colonoscopy, endoscopy, or any other scope procedure. If you or a loved one developed a serious infection or health complication after a scope procedure, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Dangerous infections have been reported across the country linked to Olympus endoscopes. Olympus scopes may have been defectively designed, and manufacturer instructions may not have been adequate in enabling proper disinfection, putting patients' health at risk. If you or a loved one were hospitalized for a bacterial infection within 90 days of a scope procedure or developed sepsis, organ failure, HIV, tuberculosis, an antibiotic-resistant superbug, or another serious complication following a scope procedure, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call now to find out if you qualify, but hurry. Time to file a claim could be limited.
Call 800-891-1857 now to see if you qualify. That's 800-891-1857. 800-891-1857.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Tune to DK on the Sports Tip weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right. The Major League Baseball All-Star Game is about to get going. The players are being introduced, running out, and signing something that looks like a Declaration of Independence.
They got a quill on the field.
I don't
man.
remember the.
What's up with that?
Big old quill, and it's a big desk also there at home plate, too.
I don't remember that at the All-Star Game in Philadelphia that I went to some 50 years ago now.
I'm sure the 250th anniversary of our country might have something.
Yeah. There you go. That is true.
Yeah, they got 250 on the field there behind home plate, so.
That is true. American League versus National League is coming up. We had the Rivero family in here, and I asked them if they'd been to an All-Star game yet. They have not been to an All-Star game yet. I've been to 3 All-Star games in my time. That first one in Philadelphia, I think it was, I don't remember the exact year. I think it was 77. I don't think it was the summer of 76 because I think I was older than that. It was either 77 or 78. And then Cleveland in 97 was unbelievable. All-Star game. Indians were at the height of their return. Sandy Alomar hits a 3-run homer in the 7th to win it for the American League, the hometown guy. I mean, that was just an awesome. I got to ride to that All-Star game in a limousine with Tommy Lasorda, who happened to be at a autograph signing event with my father, and it was just, for a kid who grew up in Los Angeles, also idolizing the Dodgers, to be in the presence of Tommy Lasorda was just an unbelievable.
I don't think you have to be a Dodger fan to be a fan of Tommy Lasorda either. Like, kind of universal. Where was it that year? Do you remember?
In 97?
No, you said either 77 or 78. Do you remember where it was?
I think.
Where the one you went to was.
Yeah, I want to.
So 77
No, it was in Philly.
77,
I want to say it was either 77 or 78.
77 was New York.
Yeah.
And 78 was San Diego.
Well, then, which was it? 76? Maybe it was 76 that they had it in Philadelphia.
I was just trying to look up some of the names of some of the guys, right?
No, I think it might have been 76. I didn't think it was 76 this summer, but it was. So it was exactly 50 years ago. Wow.
Philly.
Yeah, in Philadelphia. It was 76. I thought it was late. I thought I was older than 8 because I would have been 8 that year. I thought I was older that year.
George Brett. How old was he? He had to have been a youngin'.
Yeah.
Because, he played until the mid-'80s, late 80s.
Thurman Munson, Rod Carew, Bobby Grich, George Brett, Toby Hare, Ron LaFleur.
You're talking Catfish
Fred
Hunter
Lynn.
and Goose Gossage. That's
the American League.
Names for the past.
Bench Garvey, Morgan Rose, Concepcion, Foster Kingman, Lazinski. Wow, that was it didn't even dawn. See, it's like I always remember I went to that game, but it now dawns on me that it was 1976, which would have been the 200th summer anniversary of our nation. I don't even think I even thought of that at the time when I went in 1976. I just was like, ooh, I get to go to an All-Star game. Wow.
Sparky Anderson.
Yeah, manager.
Yep.
Good times there. And then the last one here in Arizona was 2000, I think, 12 maybe? 2012, the last one here in Arizona.
Who was your favorite player you saw that day, and why was it Yaz?
I can assure you, I'm trying to remember, I'm looking at this lineup, and I'm like, who would have been my favorite player? Because there was only one Indian on that roster. My uncle wasn't playing in the game. His teammate Mark Blanchard, that might have been one of my, because I always loved my uncle's teammates. Frank Robinson was on the coaching staff, but yeah, I don't know. I was Rod Carew, probably would have been my favorite player on that team. Rod Carew,
had to be.
Yeah, that would have. But again, I was still in '76. I would have still been living in Los Angeles. I was never a huge. I loved Garvey. I loved that infield, but he wasn't like my favorite guy. None of my favorite Dodgers, I don't think, even made. Well, Ron Say was on reserve on that team, but Davey Lopes didn't make it, and Dusty Baker. Those were my two favorites. They weren't on that All-Star team, so it would have probably been one of the Dodgers, though, that was on that squad. 520. If you were at the 76 All-Star game, 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program.
The Bicentennial All-Star game.
Yeah, how about that? It's so fitting now. We're back 50 years later in 2026. All right, Summer League. Last night, it was Peat versus Brayden Burries in Las Vegas. Let's hear some of the highlights from Brayden Burries' 23.8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steal performance.
Moving the game along, and I think it has added to that. They do this in the G League for a while. This is Burries, and this is what he's been doing here in Vegas, averaging 22 points. Burries. Cam Jones gives back to Burries, lays it in, and we are tied. This is Zach Austin. Hasn't played much here in Vegas, played a lot in the California Classic. He is something, and so too is Brayden Burries. 37-29, Phoenix out in front, coming up on the 4-minute mark. Inside to Peat, intercepted by Burries.
Let's see the decision. See?
Castro. Oh, the delay and lays it in.
Timing, awareness, right? Dribble. I got you, big fella. Just run the floor.
Burries. I'm telling you, this young man is really good. 10 pick of the draft. Markovich on the handoff to Burries, who leads his team in every category: points, assists, rebounds, and block shots. And he continues to add to it.
That sucked in that weak side, and Fleming vacated but felt that spot and got it in. And speaking of which, Burries. Come on. Brian Seaman just all over it, ladies and gentlemen.
Peat into his hands of his former teammate. Boston is riding shotgun. Burries calls his own number and does it again.
Been facilitating. He said, now on my watch right here, I'm taking this one to the hole. Able to put the Bucks up by 1 with 3:14.
Again, really nice performance in terms of the numbers. I know we talked about that yesterday. Numbers don't matter, but I think the overall impression from what I've heard from analysts and folks that have been at this event is that Brayden has played very well.
Bro, he is ready to go. Like, there's so many guards. It's so tough because a lot of times in the NBA draft, you have a window where you're looking maybe 2, 3, 4 years from now, we're going to compete. So in that case, you're going to draft somebody who's maybe not ready right now today, but somebody whose ceiling is much higher potentially than somebody who is draft ready. That's why you might have seen some of those names. I mean, Acuff potentially could be Allen Iverson. Who knows? We don't know. Nobody knows. But Brayden Burries, DK, for as much as we saw him show up in those big moments last year for Arizona's Final Four run season, he is so ready and has every single bit of confidence, and he's at his own pace. I mean, watching him out there last night, the defense was certainly catered towards him. Nate Ament is not ready for the NBA.
No.
Nate Ament's going to take 2 or 3 years in the weight room before he can even handle the physicality of the NBA. So basically, Brayden Burries, more or less, Boston has been playing really well for Milwaukee. There are some guys on that team, this Summer League team, but Brayden Burries last night showed every single bit of his game. The step back between the legs three-pointer to start it. You heard the layup there. He went through 3 defenders on that. 4 steals, 2 of which he ripped directly from Peat. There was a little bit extra going on there. It was really fun, as you mentioned during the last update. As soon as Brayden Burries turned the corner and saw Peat, there was zero hesitation. He accelerated into that contact. You could really tell because there was huge smiles on both of their faces after the foul was called. Really had a good time going at each other. And I was telling Paige, we watched the entire game. And I was telling Paige, this is exactly what they saw in practice last year, Richard Jefferson Gymnasium. Looked it up. They never played a single game in high school. They never played one single regulated game in high school. They did play a couple AAU games going all the way back to 8th grade. But to be in their professional uniforms with the teams that drafted them, playing against each other, both of them came to play. And Brayden Burries, you could tell. I said yesterday on the show, DK, that the wins and losses make no difference in Summer League. But what does matter is your competitive edge and how much you want it, how hard you're competing out there. And last night, Brayden Burries and Peat did not show up to have a friendly game. They really, you could tell, had dinner on it or something because they were both towards the end of that game doing everything that they could to try to will their team to the win.
All right, before cricket comes, let's get Peat's highlights. 19 points, 6 rebounds and assists, and 2 steals.
Peat inside. He's a big body. Gets right to the rim and lays it in.
Peat.
They're looking for some young pieces. Zach Austin may find his way on that roster. I, for one, would be pretty happy if I'm a Bucks fan to see that. Peat with the flush. Rescue goes to work on Austin, turns the corner, wrap around inside to Peat for another big finish.
Markovich did the smart thing, created the space. Speaking of which.
Oh my. Peat elevation inside. Jones the catch and shoot 3. Halfway down. Peat the rebound. Now plays the role of point guard. Gets Nance backpedaling, gets to the rack. Can't put it up. The second effort is good. Jones is back. Brea the 3. Peat, look out below.
All right, so Peat, Brayden, Burries square it off for the first time in the National Basketball Association. We will hear from them coming up in our next segment. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Cricket is back with us now. It is time for Pick It with Cricket. So we don't have a result from yesterday's Pick It because you picked this game that's about to start right now.
Yeah.
American versus National.
Mm-hmm.
You picked American.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll see. We'll come back tomorrow and find you. We'll actually have two results tomorrow because we are also going to have you pick tomorrow's World Cup game. Pick it with Cricket. England, Argentina.
England.
Oh, wait a minute.
I know.
We thought you got the advice from your niece.
I know. And I have not asked her. I don't want her to be mortified again. But I don't know. I have no reason for that because technically it seems like Argentina's a stronger team.
Let me stop you right there.
They've won more.
Let me stop you right there.
Uh-huh.
Don't bring reason into any of these pickets, please.
That's what
DK's looking for.
Right.
No reason involved.
Yeah. That's exactly. I didn't want to like study or like find out, I know.
Now, see, if you were studying like me, you would say like, oh, well, I'm picking England to win it, which I am, because quite simply, England deserves revenge for the hand of God. That needs to be done. There needs to be revenge for the hand of God.
46 years ago?
And English people have not let it go since.
A very famous Argentine footballer named Diego Maradona had a famous header goal, which actually, upon replay, because back then they didn't have HD TVs, there might have been a little bit of a hand involved, and it was very controversial, and that was in the championship. The final, if I remember correctly.
Oh, wow. Then it's their turn.
Since Cricket since Cricket picked England, J-Dub, let me play the song. Let me play the song here.
Oh, jeez.
Now, this will only play if Jude Bellingham scores a goal. If England wins, they would be playing Wonderwall.
Wonderwall. Okay.
They don't play. They
sing it. They sing it.
Did you see the ESPN thing on Seven Nations Army and the origin of that and how the origin of how the soccer team in Italy took that over and kind of made that what it is now?
No.
Oh, you got to go back and watch that. It is.
All I know is I hear that song every Steelers-Ravens game in Maryland because Baltimore loves that song.
It's 18 years old.
Yeah.
That's not a new song, guys.
No.
That hasn't been White Stripes haven't been a band for 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to play Wonderwall because I don't know that I know that one off the top of my head.
We will not.
No, absolutely not.
We will not play Wonderwall?
Absolutely not.
Okay, all right. Is there a reason for that I don't know? Because I think
Liam is a little bit cantankerous, I think, for our taste on this show. So,
yeah,
probably not.
All right. Okay. Cricket's got England and the Americans tonight against the Nationals.
I think if you just say American League, calling it the Americans versus the Nationals seems a little odd.
Got the Americans versus the Nationals.
Complicated.
It is complicated. All right, Cricket getting you home every 20 minutes on the fives with your traffic and your weather.
And from the Cruz and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Irvington at I-19, crash reported on Irvington at I-19. Wreck Midtown, Grant and Country Club and Grant Road. Also road work on Grant, east of Country Club, all the way to Swan. You could use Pima instead, and more road work on Grant with a closure. Grant Road closed east of I-10. There's a really slight chance of some showers into this evening. 79 is going to be our low. 98 tomorrow with a 25% chance of rain. 99 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Trouble sleeping lately? Upgrade to the great sleep you deserve at Mattress Firm's July 4th sale. Choose from a curated selection of top brands and let their sleep experts help you narrow it down. They make sleep easy.
We bring you all the news and stories of your Arizona Wildcats. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Wildcats Radio 1290 for the latest highlights and commentary. Your home for U of A athletics, Wildcats Radio 1290.
He's kind and he's funny and he's also mustachioed. He solves all your problems by the end of every episode. TV Dad. Everyone loves TV Dad. TV Dad. Unlike your real dad, he never hollers. And he tells you how Progressive can save you lots of dollars.
Listen to your TV Dad. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary.
Westwood One presents Today in Women's Sports. The Dallas Wings are soaring up the WNBA standings thanks to their 5-game winning streak. Dallas was tied for the worst record in the league last year, but at the midway point of this season, it sits in 4th place after its 96-91 victory over the Chicago Sky Sunday night. While newcomers like rookie AZ Fudd and veteran Jessica Shepard have been a huge part of the turnaround, the Wings are headlined by the play of superstar Paige Beckers. The second-year guard leads the upstart team in points and assists.
We all play a selfless brand of basketball. We all just want to win and succeed and do it with each other. And just continue to find our identity. We're not perfect. Was not even close to our best game, but we stuck together, we dug in, we found a way to win, and I think that's really the key.
Beckers and the Wings have a 16-8 record on the season, and they are back in action on Thursday when they host the New York Liberty. With Today in Women's Sports, I'm Erica Herskowitz on Westwood One.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
Mr. Big Time Capital One Bank guy.
Mom, please.
Well, look at this Capital One Cafe. I just might move in.
Or just drop by. Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week.
I could put my spoon collection right here by the ATM. Yes.
Wow, you weren't kidding, Mom.
I never kid about the spoon collection, son. Oh, hey, what's that thing you always say?
There's no fees or minimums on Capital One checking accounts.
No, the other one.
What's in your wallet?
Oh, that's my boy.
Terms apply. Visit CapitalOne.com/bank guide for details. Capital One and member FDIC.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
Sean Furrier for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. America's Big 250 starts this month. Did you know Tucson's first Presidio is 250 plus? If you're not careful, you can still experience those original dirt roads crossing town in the bottom of wagon wheel busts and suspension slaying potholes. It's why Arizona drivers count on Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care to protect their tires and suspension for life with Jack's Plus Pack. Every passenger and light truck tire we install comes with a free alignment check and 12 additional services, including professional installation and lifetime tire maintenance. If you're shopping around, Jack's got you covered with major brands and budget-friendly tire options. Compare Jack's total installed price. Backed by our low price promise, we've got you covered completely through both our seasons, monsoon and road construction. Check out Jack's Plus Pack, a $249 value at jackfurriers.com. So make an appointment online, call ahead, or just stop by any of our 14 award-winning locations. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care since 1960, we're here to get you there.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GROW to borrow up to $10,000. Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HIM to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HIM to 215-215. That's HIM to 215-215. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Paid for by Adaptive Health.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, we're getting set for baseball out in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. How many All-Star games have you been to? 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. I've only been to one of the home run derby nights. I did go to the both nights in Cleveland in 1997, but outside of that, I've never been to.
A lot of power in the majors back in those days. That must have been a good one.
Whew, yeah, there were some guys. For sure. Let's see. Somebody checked in on. We got Bill Z. Bill Z with 2 Z's checks in on the text group. He says Erod throws a clean 1-2-3 inning and Corbin rips a triple to break a tie, showcase his speed. Tonight's All-Star game. Those are the two Diamondbacks. I don't think either one of them is in the starting lineup tonight. And he said, your All-Star game experience sounds great. Thank you, Bill Z, for checking in on the text group.
How about Tina Martinez, Kendrick Griffey Jr., Mark McGuire, Frank Thomas, Jim Thome, Larry Walker, Jeff Bagwell. Yeah.
Some
heavy bats.
Want to know that you're getting old, DK?
Yeah.
Jim Thome's son was in the draft this year.
A number one pick by the hometown White. So the White Sox took Brock Chalowski out of Arizona, and I think it's Cameron Thome or something like that. I don't know his first name. Thome's son as well out of suburban Chicago. So there you go. The White Sox might be a team to fear if they've got Murikama, Chalowski, and Thome in future lineups. That might be something to watch out for sure. All right, 520-848-1290. Love to hear your All-Star Game experience or your NBA Summer League experience. If you've been up in Las Vegas, if you've been to Las Vegas and have had a chance to watch any Summer League, whether that be this year or last year. So last night, the two Wildcat first-rounders faced off against each other for the Bucks and the Suns. A game the Suns won with Peat scoring 19, Brayden Burries scoring 23. Let's hear from the fellas after the game. Koa and Brayden Burries interviewed at halftime of the contest. Actually, it was at halftime, not after the game, but at halftime of the contest.
Koa was on the way to halftime. Brayden was on the way out of it.
There we go. All right.
Hey, Koa, man, you're having a phenomenal half thus far. You seeing the Bucks trying to get back in. What did you see would allow them to try to make that run?
What I saw right there was a foul, I ain't gonna lie. But just trying to keep pressure on them defensively, and then our offenses come with us just running and getting out in transition.
Okay. Cole, with the audacity of your teammate Brayden, man, he tried to get you on the switch, tried to get you downhill. Seemed like you guys had a fun moment after you fouled him. What is it like playing against your former teammate?
It's super cool, for us to be both on this level, competing against each other. It's really cool.
All right. But congratulations, Blake. Good luck in the second half. Brayden, 12 points, but what we're seeing so far, we know you can score. The playmaking, man, you're finding your guys, those pick and roll, those passes. What are you seeing out there to deliver those passes right on the mark like that?
Just coming off the screens, they're trying to send two, so just trying to get my teammates involved, make the right play, easy play, hit the roller if the person helps, and just hit the fill up.
And there was one time I did see you look for your own shot when you got the switch on your former college teammate. You went downhill right there. He fouled you. Y'all had a little talk, a little chatter right there. What is it like going against your former college teammate?
It's great. He's a great player, Been with him in college, obviously, knowing him in AAU. But right there, it just felt like practice, honestly, just going against each other. It was a good moment, But I just got to capitalize and make the free throw to finish it.
All right, man, but we're looking forward to seeing what you got in the second half. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. The square off in Las Vegas between Brayden Burries and Peat last night. NBA Summer League continuing tonight out in Las Vegas. A number of games have been played on the docket today. Still some games to come tonight as well. You've got the Clippers and the Lakers tonight on the docket. Toby Awaka and the Bulls are playing right now. Toby has 2 points early in this game. I got a chance to watch a little bit of Toby last night, J-Dub.
Yeah, Toby had 8 rebounds or 9 rebounds, I think, but 6 offensive. Like that standard thing that you're looking for him to go in and do. It's tough with the Summer League in Vegas because they generally shut down any guy who's going to be a rotation player after the second or third game. So it's now the time for those fringe guys who are trying to make a roster, trying to find a contract to really make a name for themselves and show up. So now's the time. I mean, Caleb Wilson is still playing, but I bet you this is his last game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's already shown everything he needs to show. He's shown that he potentially could have or should have been the number 1 pick the way he's been playing in Vegas. Obviously coming off that injury at North Carolina. But Tobe just needs to go in there, keep his head down. The one thing I saw yesterday was moving his feet to run out to the perimeter is what he's going to be asked to do in modern NBA. Tobe Awaka at 6'8", 6'9", 250, 260, if that's his playing weight, is going to be required not to get rebounds, not only to get rebounds, but to also, when you get switched off, be able to do a decent effort of staying in front of some of these outrageous guards that are currently in the NBA. And last night, that's what I saw. I saw Tobe run around with his hair on fire, not just to get boards, not the boxing out part of it, but on defense. The hustle was there, and that's what he's trying to put on tape, showing that Bulls brass, hey, I may not be ready to go out and knock down 10 threes in a game or 9 threes a la Gabe York, but I'm out here to do the dirty work, do whatever it takes, and he's really showing exactly what Tobe showed us last year here on campus.
520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Let's give you our Westwood One top play for today. But before we do that, let's review what we had from yesterday. So we obviously took Bryce Harper to win the home run derby. That did not happen because the winner was Jordan Walker, but plus 800 with the hometown kid. We had to ride with that. So that was a losing play there.
I did just look up, and Bryce Harper has crow's feet, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah. Crow's feet.
No, well, I remember the first time I saw Bryce Harper, he was 15 years old, had the eye black, and he was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
Next big thing, that whole thing.
Yeah, and now it seems like for whatever reason, the thing for Philadelphia Phillies outfielders is to just have the wettest hair possible between him and Marsh. It's like they just walked out of the shower. It's bad.
It's the style of the time in Philly.
Apparently.
I don't like that.
Maybe it's so humid that it's better to have your hair wet than
in Philly.
I don't know. It's
Philly?
humid
It's
in
humid?
Philly. Yeah.
Come on.
Are you kidding me? They have humidity in Philadelphia. I was just there.
Eastern PA is not next to those rivers, and you know it.
Felt it. I felt it. Yeah, it's all that. It's all those rivers, right? With the humidity that comes off the Schuylkill. What are you talking about? That's some serious stuff. We couldn't leave the house for 2 days. It was so hot and humid in Philadelphia.
My favorite was that time Frank Reynolds took over the tour boat and he was going up the Schuylkill and pointing out all the different landmarks.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
So we had a disagreement at Westwood One Sports between today's soccer game. Nick Costos said take France. I think one of the other guys, I don't remember who it was, might have been our guy in the evening that said take Spain. So I had to decide between them, and I took Spain at plus 210 because I thought that they've, even though I'm rooting for England, I think Spain's probably the best team this year. And so I took Spain. So we won on that today. Spain over France on the money line at plus 210. So that was a good little take home there, considering we lost with Bryce Harper last night. Also, we've tomorrow got England over Argentina at minus 125. So Cricket's picking England. I'm picking England. Who are the two of you picking?
I'm taking England just because of revenge for the hand of God.
I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm just rooting for a great match. But I guess I'll go Argentina just because,
everybody else is taking
can't all pick the same.
Right.
I mean, I think, Leo Messi is the classiest and best football player I've ever watched play. Yeah. And I would love to see his career extended as long as possible. And if he hadn't have won a World Cup in 2022, I would be rooting, full throat for Argentina. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I think England, I always go for the quote-unquote underdog in a situation like that. And the fact that, Great Britain invented the game, haven't exactly had as much success.
Haven't had a lot of success with it.
Yeah, they've had a lot of really, 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 really quality teams, right? Like, you think of all the names, DK, that you know of, like, how about Beckham, right? Not necessarily, Rooney had some great moments on the pitch during the World Cup, but never really, got far enough to even sniff that trophy. So I'll say Argentina tomorrow. And then as far as any kind of finals, I mean, guys, I don't know if you know this, but Spain hasn't been beaten in 37 international matches.
Mm-hmm. 30, how many?
37 match unbeaten streak.
Jeez. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good for sure. All right, how about some NFL? Let's start getting ready for what we want to expect this NFL season.
Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA. Brad Evans here to help you beat the books with Westwood One Sports. In the city of brotherly shove, an air-minded receiver could take off in 2026. With A.J. Brown now in New England, Devontae Smith is due for a target spike. Last year, top 20 in air yards and yards per catch. The Slim Reaper goes over 1,500 receiving yards this fall at minus 110. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
All right, so A.J. Brown is gone. Devontae Smith, 1,001 yards receiving. That's what we need, just 1,001 yards receiving from Devontae Smith this year in Philadelphia. Devontae, in his career, has had 916, 1,196, 1,066, 833, and 1,008. So even with A.J. Brown there last year, he got over 1,000 yards receiving.
Well, because they weren't throwing the ball to A.J., which is the whole reason why A.J. wanted to be gone.
So I think that's a pretty safe bet that he's going to get over 1,000 yards again.
I think it's a safe bet. Yeah, you absolutely want to go ahead and give Devontae Smith over 1,000 yards next year.
All right, 100 at minus 110, Devontae Smith over 1,001 yards receiving. DK on the sports tip, 520-848-1290. We've got one segment left to go. We'll have your Casino del Sol replay and a little bit more. We are 53 days away from Arizona football. 53 days from Arizona football. We might get into that as well. Cricket is getting you into traffic and weather every 20 minutes on the Fives.
From the Cruz and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Collisions reported wreck Midtown, Grant Country Club in Grant. Also collision reported Irvington at I-19. Also some slowing on westbound Ahaway as you approach Mission Road. Slowing on eastbound Aviation Parkway approaching and passing Keno. And slowing for Alvernon at Grant. And for your weather, a slight chance of some monsoon action into the evening, 79 the low. 98 tomorrow with a 25% chance of rain and 98 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by Big O Tires, the team you trust. Summer's here, and so are big savings. Now through July 25th, save up to $200 on select Michelin and B.F. Goodrich tires. Plus, save $100 on qualified purchases with your Big O Tires and service credit card. Only at Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Nobody covers your cats like we do. headed for the corner. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona. On the break, slap it home. Here comes the throw home. He slides. He's safe. The Cats are champions.
We are Wildcats Radio, 1290.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
Presented by Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal. Find a store at metalsupermarkets.com. Bryce Harper was selected to be a legend pick for tonight's All-Star game by MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred, but that doesn't mean Harper will budge on his salary cap stance. When asked yesterday if he could see any scenario where the players' union would accept a deal that involves a cap, Harper emphatically said no. We could be in for a long fight. I'm Adam Abdallah.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's finally here, and we're kicking it off with a whole lot of free. Free brake pads with Duralast rotors. Free oil filter with 5 quarts of oil. Free Armor All wipes with Armor All glass cleaner, and more. More free, so you can have more summer. Celebrate free at AutoZone. Now through July 27th. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay, are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GROW to borrow up to $10,000. Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HIM to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HIM to 215-215. That's HIM to 215-215. 888-848-9715. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Paid for by Adaptive Health.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Paid for by Action Matters.
Attention anyone who has had a colonoscopy, endoscopy, or any other scope procedure. If you or a loved one developed a serious infection or health complication after a scope procedure, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Dangerous infections have been reported across the country linked to Olympus endoscopes. Olympus scopes may have been defectively designed, and manufacturer instructions may not have been adequate in enabling proper disinfection, putting patients' health at risk. If you or a loved one were hospitalized for a bacterial infection within 90 days of a scope procedure, or developed sepsis, organ failure, HIV, tuberculosis, an antibiotic-resistant superbug, or another serious complication following a scope procedure, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call now to find out if you qualify, but hurry. Time to file a claim could be limited.
Call 800-891-1857 now to see if you qualify. That's 800-891-1857. 800-891-1857.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
It is Little League season in Arizona.
So here comes Canyon View now in the bottom half of the eighth.
And again, they start off with a runner on second.
Squares around the bunt. Puts it down. Ooh. And going to second, nobody covering. And there it is, a winning run for Canyon View. And Canyon View comes back from a 6-0 deficit to take the game 7-6 here in North Scottsdale. Unfortunately, ending the Douglas Miners season.
That was the call from our guy Bill McCullough on Cool FM Online down in Cochise County last night. Canyon View down 6-0 in the Miners baseball division. Comes back and beats Douglas, knocking out another team from Southern Arizona 7-6. So Canyon View is back on the field up in Scottsdale North tonight against Ahwatukee. That is the team that has handed them their lone loss so far in the Miners State Tournament. So the boys from my neighborhood must win tonight to get themselves a date with High Desert in the championship, in the state championship for the Miners. Now, the Miners, they don't go on. They only go to the state level. There's no West Regional for this lowest division of minor Little League baseball and softball. So this is the last chance for these young men. If they win tonight, they'll play tomorrow. They must beat Chandler. Well, they must beat Ahwatukee first, but if they get to that point, they must beat High Desert twice to claim the state championships. So they got to keep winning. The kids from Canyon View up in the Catalina foothills. One of the players on the Canyon View team is Blake Barnes, the son of Andy and Erica Barnes, Arizona alums, Arizona athletics alums. Andy on the golf side, and Erica, of course, 2001 national champion softball player and longtime administrator at the University of Arizona. So good luck to Blake and his teammates tonight as they play in the elimination round of the Miners tournament. Now, the actual Little League state tournament that feeds into Williamsport, and I drove by Williamsport twice on our trek from Cleveland to South Jersey. Didn't stop, though. They're playing that tournament here in Southern Arizona up at Marana, at, I think it's Otame Park. So that is happening tonight as well. And we've got a local team playing there tonight, as Continental Ranch will play at 6:30 in an elimination game against Sidewinder from District 2. They've got a long road to go to Sidewinder. They need to win tonight. Then they've got to come back and win tomorrow. Then they would have to come back and win again on Thursday against Cactus Foothills. And then they would have to go into that championship round and beat Chandler National. Chandler National has already clinched a spot in the championship. Then they would have to beat them twice. So how many games is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'd have to win 5 consecutive nights to get into the regional round, West Regional round.
A deep pitching rotation.
Yeah. Good luck to Continental Ranch from District number 5 as they try to win the Little League State Baseball Tournament. 520-848-1290, the number to get in on the program. Let's get you your Casino del Sol replay for tonight.
The Casino del Sol replay is brought to you by Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
Francisco Rivero from CDO played on the Sunnyside Little League team back in, I believe it was 2016, that got to within one win of the trip to Williamsport, losing in Hawaii. I believe they lost to Maui East or one of those teams, but a great run by that Sunnyside squad to get to that point. He is now a 15th round Major League Baseball selection by the Washington Nationals over the weekend. Francisco joined us in studio earlier in the show, and I asked him about what Saturday was like waiting for his phone to ring.
There was a point during the draft where they said there was a possibility of like going in other rounds, like earlier rounds, and then it didn't happen. And we get to the 12th round, and I was like, oof, it's getting kind of hard. It's already the 12, there's 20 rounds. And then I got a call from my agent in the 14th round, and he said, hey, man, the Nationals want to take you in the 15th if you're up for it. I was like, all right, let's do it.
Francisco Rivero joining us. He is a 15th round draft pick for the Washington Nationals. So obviously, that's one of those rounds because they've drastically dialed down the draft. It used to be like 50 rounds back in the day. Now I think it's 20.
Yeah,
I think is the total right now. So that's the kind of area where a lot of kids who have this opportunity or still can have the opportunity to go to college have a decision to make. You made your decision relatively quickly that professional ball was going to be the place for you. What went into that? Why did you make that decision so quickly that you just want to start playing professionally and get yourself on that track right away?
Well, my professional career was about to start even earlier than my 18-year-old age right now. I was in Venezuela. I was supposed to sign internationally with the Dodgers. There was a problem with MLB that some rules that we didn't follow that we didn't know about. We try to fight it off. We had lawyers, and it just didn't happen. It wasn't meant for me. So I came back over here, and our goals, my parents and mine, were, all right, let's go. You gotta pick it up, and we gotta go to the draft here in the States, and it's harder than over there international. So I just grind every day and just focus on that one goal. At first, it was just trying to find a D1 offer, like going to school. My parents are really big in school. So after we got that, we were focused on the draft now, and that's when my agents got involved in all that.
So I'm going to bring Dad in now, Francisco Rivero Sr. So, Dad, walk me through kind of the process of, what you guys were trying to accomplish by trying to get Junior into the international phase versus going through the Major League draft.
Well, first of all, thank you for having us here. It's a pleasure. It was based on what we thought on the beginning is what does the draft look like? I'm from Venezuela, born and raised in Venezuela, and I came from Venezuela as a ball player. Came here, do some college and stuff, and what I have noticed is the number of players, right? Like, okay. You're looking for 600 players. Most likely they're going from college players as a priority. And I told Francisco, I said, listen, I think the path over here is different than over there, and we need to go to school. We gotta grind and then work hard and develop so we can have an opportunity to jump back in track, which was the main goal since we discovered that he has a little bit of talent.
So how soon did you see that from him as a kid?
I don't know. He was special. He was special since he was little. He used to, just play on the backyard. He used to do just, those little things that you say, wow, how he can do that, right? He got a little bit of magic. When he was little, he used to play on the middle of the infield. He was a shortstop. And he used to show a lot of good instincts and IQ, the way he was handled the game, even though that he was small, like he was never the biggest kid on the team. He was always like had the gamer mentality, that, like I said, the instinct, the killer instinct. And that's when I was like, you know what? He might have a chance.
Today's Casino del Sol replay is brought to you by Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
And Francisco Rivero Jr. will be on a plane down to West Palm Beach tomorrow to begin his professional baseball career, sign his contract with the Washington Nationals, and begin the road to the big leagues.
You're going to hand him a giant quill, you think?
I don't know. That he was in. It's in D.C. Maybe they will. It's in the nation's capital.
Never know. Never know. American League, the Americans are off to a big lead against the Nationals. 3-0, 3 runs in the first inning. Bellinger had a 2-run single, and Ben Rice with a single as well. Cody Bellinger, is this the Cody Bellinger return? Most people thought he was left for dead.
Yeah, after his time with the Dodgers was done, a lot of people would assume that his time was over, that the Dodgers had pretty much run the treads on him dry. But it's interesting how they brought up Sanchez's home ERA being at like 0.84. This All-Star game's in Philly, so those 3 runs do count against his home ERA. At least I believe they should. So now that ERA now jumps up to about 2.2.
I hate to break it to you, but I don't think ERA is counted in exhibition games.
No, they don't. I wish they did, because that would have been hilarious.
Cody Bellinger, obviously another kid out of Arizona, out of Scottsdale. I mean, it's crazy to think it was 7 years ago he hit 47 home runs. And everybody thought, man, this is going to be the next great star. And then I don't think he hit 47 home runs over the next 3 seasons after that, but has suffered a lot of injuries and just has never kind of really found his way back. I mean, he's had he hit 29 2 years ago in his first year with the last year, in fact, his last year with the Yankees. So possibly he could be back on the upswing. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thanks to Francisco Rivero, Jr., Senior, younger brother Carlo, for joining us. Gabe York, Arizona Wildcats legend as well. For cricket, for J-Dub, for Dragon Ball, my name is David Kelly. That is our time for tonight. Thank you very much for your time. We'll talk to you tomorrow right back here at 3 o'clock, DK on the Sports Tip. Have a great night, everybody. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the Cruz and Associates Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic. Country Club in Grant Road and Country Club. Crash occurred there, Grant and Country Club. I-19 near Saurita Road. That's been reported as a vehicle fire northbound I-19 near Saurita Road. Back up, some slowing for eastbound Aviation Parkway near Keno. Wildcats Radio 1290.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Point.
Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down.
Ace.
You're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at Metamucil.com.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Jump for joy at Jumping Choya, Tucson's largest trampoline park at Stone Avenue and River Road. Soar on wall-to-wall trampolines, test your dodgeball skills, or tackle our exciting ninja course and zipline. We've got tons of new thrills, like the awesome iWall interactive video game, our massive 3-level soft play structure, and more. Looking to keep the kiddos busy through the end of summer? We offer weekly camps through the end of July for ages 5 to 12. Ask about our Family Pack Jump Ticket, which offers big savings packed with family fun. Visit jumpchoya.com today or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Jumping Choya, where Tucson comes to play.
And this Friday, we've got a sweet deal for you from Jumping Choya Trampoline Park. You can get 2 hours of jump time for just $13, originally $26. And this sweet deal will go on sale this Friday morning at 8:30 at wildcatsradio1290.com.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GROW to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GROW to borrow up to $10,000.
Broadway in Tucson presents the 2026-2027 season, featuring 6 blockbuster Tucson musicals, including Elf, The Outsiders, The Bodyguard, The Notebook, The Great Gatsby, and more. Add Disney's The Lion King to your package for the ultimate season. Secure your signature package today and get the best seats at the lowest prices. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and get your 2026-2027 season tickets today.
In this market, you're either a follower or a leader. While followers settle for the average, Cumulus Digital gives leaders the edge, beating industry averages by 25%. Go to cumulusdigital.com, fill out the form, and take the lead.
Nobody covers your cats like we do. We are the home of your Arizona Wildcats. KCUP Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com.